The perfect crime was committed last night. Someone broke into the police station and stole all the toilets. Police say they've got nothing to go on.
That's rubbish.
This is horrendous. This is horrendous. Somebody cancel us, please. Save me. All right, Marlon, fucking hit it.
All right. Ah, shit, wrong button. Hello and welcome to this podcast. Thank you all for listening. No, I'm just fucking with you. Good evening, internet.
Hello, my name is Dr. Greenthumb. I'd like to tell you just where I'm from. I feel everyone really loved the rap intros I was doing, so I thought I'd bring it back.
Okay.
Does anyone, do you know what that is?
Cypress Hill.
Oh, yeah. And what song? Literally said it.
Green.
Dr. Greenthumb. Well done. How did you know it was Cypress Hill?
Because the way you said it.
Oh, see? I'm a vocal genius, Marlon.
Right, okay.
As well as being a professional mechanic.
YouTube mechanic.
Hang on a minute. I thought we were friends.
Right, Reg, who have we got on tonight?
We've got a former police officer on this evening.
A policeman officer.
Hello. You literally did it. What's going on here then? Former police. How have we done this?
Because I think we've amassed a following.
We have.
And Mr. Policeman Officer obviously listens to us. Pinged me a message saying I'm an ex-policeman officer. So after a couple of weeks of backwards and forwards, bit of chatting, keen to come on.
Well, can't thank you enough, mate, for coming on.
Yeah,
no,
thanks for making a trip.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I'm sure you got some fucking stories for us. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. So, anyway, starting with yourself, Brian, how's your week been? I'm going to call you a different name every time I refer to you.
Yes, please. Week's just a week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just another
Nothing-
7 days in a year, like.
That's it. Unfortunately, not very much going on.
No, mine neither, to be honest. Apart from what I said earlier about finding out that the king crabs have invaded like the Yorkshire coast or something that I was very excited about. Other than that, nothing's happened. All the cars are working like fucking perfectly. Yeah, it's
So the P38 suspension is still
oh mate,
all good?
honestly, it is amazing. It is the best thing. I just can't tell you. Oh, do you know what? When we finish, Steve, I'm going to show you that thing. It is incredible. The rate at which it goes up and down is
Is that a euphemism for something?
yeah, my serotonin levels owning a fucking P38.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Soundboard redesign, will we?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, it's just been another week. From honest, actually nothing to report. Usually I sit here and talk for fucking ages about bullshit, but no, it's been a chill week. Everything's going well. It's been busy, but that's about it, man.
Wow.
What about yourself, Marlon?
Yeah.
I get the impression you got some cussing to do.
I've always got cussing to do. No, to be fair, I still haven't fixed the Escort or the Renault. They're still both broken on the drive.
I love how we just seem to gloss over this fact that you've got two broken cars, but that's fine because you're not even attempting to fix them. But when one of my cars breaks and I try and fix it, it's like a whole saga, and everyone just gets on me like, "Oh, look at you, a fucking broken car again." But if I would just leave them broken, I'd be in the same boat as you, and everyone would be like, "Oh, it's still broken." Isn't it?
Yeah. It's because I'm a lazy cunt, really.
Well, I mean, you have to tell me,
I don't want to work on my own cars.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah. I nothing.
Nothing to report.
No,
nothing from our weeks.
The week's been good. Today was a bit shit.
I'm not pressuring you. Oh wait, hang on, Marlon. What was the pain in the ass job of the week? That's what I should keep asking you.
Nissan Qashqai.
Ooh, why would anyone want to do that to themselves?
Petrol.
Jump
What chain.
Fucking
Jobs. Fuck drive.
Absolutely. What's that? Like a 1.6 or something?
Oh yeah, I think it's 1.4 or 1.6.
A jump to link on the chain.
More than one jack.
What's the tensioner's fucked?
No, the chain's so long I could probably wrap it around Chief's neck.
Is that a Freudian slip there?
Yeah, like, I could not believe... The issue is, when you start taking shit apart, everything's got Renault stamped on it. That's the real problem.
The old Diamond of Doom.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's absolute fucking asshole to take a head off on it.
Oh, so you're actually going to rebuild it?
Hopefully we're just buying a new head on it.
Oh, right.
Because obviously they're hollow cams, so they've moved all the lobes when they hit. Both dephaser units will be fucked.
What is it? I know that's a French thing. What is a dephaser unit?
It's a pulley that moves under oil pressure to control valve timing. That's
so
the
kind of like
most simplest.
shit VTEC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, VTEC's shit in itself.
Yeah. It's just variable valve timing.
So many butthurt Honda people listening now like, Reg doesn't know a thing about VTEC. Scream!
Yeah, apart from that, yeah, that's it, mate.
It's fucking, what a good week we've all had.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking nice, isn't it? Oh, well. Everyone's there like, fucking hell, I was waiting for some real cussing.
I got nothing.
Well, I hope by the time
I can't go off on one.
I hope by the time this comes out, Johnson's got the fucking boot. But yeah, no politics, Reg. Fuck it. It's not political. It's just, well, it kind of is. But fuck him. He's a cunt. So,
wait a minute.
What?
I got a little point to gloss over.
What?
So, everyone listening now, the bar crawl day is live on the website.
Is it?
It is.
Oh wow.
I'm not going to tell you when it is. You have to go and look at the fucking website.
Yeah, get people on the website.
Yeah,
Marlon.
that's it. We need a bit more traffic. www.inthedoghousepodcast.uk.
Oh, and going on from that, one more thing. Obviously, our mix master, Greg Ulate, the man that makes this podcast happen. Like, if it wasn't for him, it sounds bad. It sounds bad, but he makes bad sound better. He's coming on the bar crawl with us now. I want everyone that's come in. I do not want that man to buy a fucking drink all evening. All right, he is the man that does the most but gets the least fucking thanks for it. All right.
Yeah.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Really? Every week we upload the podcast.
Still need to drop his Christmas box off.
Yeah, exactly. With all his merch that we've promised him. Like, Greg, get on and do this. And he's like, yeah, okay, thanks. Never asks for any thanks. Never asks for fuck all. Just gets on and does it every week. So the least we can do for him, and we can do, and you guys can do not let that man buy a fucking drink all evening. That's the plan. Second of all
right.
I forgot to say on previous to two podcasts previous, if you are listening now on Apple Music, please rate us 5 stars. I've said it on Spotify, but forgot that Apple have ratings as well. Please rate us 5 stars. Thank you to everyone who has already been on Spotify and rated us 5 stars. Really appreciate that. It helps. But I did notice some of you didn't. I asked you to do it. You didn't fucking do it. It was literally 2 taps away on your phone. Just do it. All right. We'll give you all this for free. Just please rate us 5 stars, you lazy fucking cunts. All right. Jesus Christ. The amount of time and effort me and Marlon put into this fucking job, and you cunts are like, oh, they've asked us to rate it 5 stars. So if you are listening and you haven't done it on Spotify, then I won't say stop listening because I do love you really, but just come on, just give me something, just give me a little something, all right, please. That's all you got to do. A couple taps, 5 stars, help it grow, man. That's all. Anyway, it's enough about me bullying the listeners.
And third point.
Oh fucking hell, here we go. It's like a full fucking newsreader job here.
Nemo said if we got 2,000 followers by the end of Jan, he'd get a tattoo.
Our logo on his ass or something?
Yeah, something like that. He's given us, like the fucking roadworks around here, 6-month extension.
6 months?
Yeah.
Try going to get on the Instagram in the break and just be like, good boys, if we don't get this done. 6 months. So
6 months.
End of June then.
Yeah. I reckon we'll be there by then.
Try. By the time this comes out, we might be nearly there.
I just little shout out to Nemo. He is a fucking top bloke.
He's a sender, that's for sure. He's a
fucking love him.
You see what he did to his hair?
Yeah.
Do you know Nemo? Yeah.
Full monk spec.
He went monk spec on his hair. He shaved the whole top off, and now he's just got this. I'll see if I can find the video in a minute. It's unbelievable. If there's a bloke that doesn't give a fuck, God bless you, chicken wing.
We love you.
Right, let's get into the fucking meat and veg
the
podcast.
actual fucking reason we're here.
10 minutes talking absolute nonsense, as always.
So, Dave, why did you join the force?
That's probably one of the hardest questions I've been asked. I thought I was going to make a difference, is the term.
For the
greater good.
That's the one.
That's
That's what I was looking for.
I was there when they filmed it.
Well, in Wales, wasn't it? That was right, yeah.
Where they had the big gun battle at the end.
That was in the market square, at the top of the market square, up by is it Beggar's Porch or something like that?
Penniless Porch.
That's it. Yeah, you can tell we're born and raised around here, can't you?
Yeah, we did the shift that covered a lot of the special effects.
Right.
What was the other thing I was going to ask about? We're on the subject. Is it true? If there's a place in... No, I'm joking. No. Is it true that...
Area 51 exists?
No, shut up. I'm trying to think of their names. Nick Pegg and... No, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg actually shadowed some police officers in Avon and Somerset, and all of the characters in Hot Fuzz are based off of actual serving policemen at the time. Loosely. Obviously, I'm sure they're exaggerated.
They did Gloucester as well.
Oh, they did Gloucester. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say there must be some characters there as well.
Yeah.
So it is. So they are actually all based.
Yeah.
Is it Bill Bailey was in it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He played like the two twins.
Nobody tells me nothing.
Yeah. You got a pen because mine just ran out. This is so literally you could write Hot Fuzz in its entirety will be found within this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you join straight out of school, straight out of college, or was it
I set as a young age, I wanted to be a policeman. I just wanted to do it.
Knew that was what you wanted to do?
That's what I wanted at the time. That's what I wanted to do. And yeah, so I set my sights on that, flunked with GCSEs. So I had to go to Bath College and do public service course. Spent 3 years there. And whilst in and around different jobs, I decided to become a special constable. So basically, it's still a police officer. You still get the full powers within the force that you sign up for.
Yep.
But you're just not paid. So it's all volunteering.
That is exactly what my sister-in-law is doing at the moment. Literally graduated like just before Christmas or something. She's loving it. She's based in I'm not going to say, but that way. Yeah. And she's absolutely. I always sort of wondered what she was going to do after leaving university. Very clever and all this, that, and the other, and did something like ancient history or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Well, whatever you're going to do with that. But
There's
no,
loads of ancient history.
Yeah, and no, she's become a special, and she absolutely fucking loves it. And now she's applied to be a fully fledged, I guess, what would you call it, like a
policeman officer.
Paid officer.
Yeah, you are a paid police officer. That's the thing. The special constable bit, I saw it as a way of looking to see, is this the job for me?
Well, this is it. It's 18, is it 18 hours a month you have to do a
you
special?
have to do a minimum of 18 hours.
Yep.
And yeah, you can do as many as you want, really.
Yeah.
More the merrier. You just obviously don't get paid. That's the...
Yeah, but it's more experience when you do become qualified.
I saw it more as an experience of trying to how to deal with members of the public.
A big stick.
I literally took the words out of my mouth.
If only. Yeah, and I just saw it as that. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved every second of it.
I assume if you do your special constable, that looks better on your CV when you're applying?
Can do, not necessarily. I think it helped me obtain the full becoming a PC. But not everyone goes down that route. If we're in a different area, say up in Yorkshire, I think they still do like the police cadets. So the age from like 16 up, you can join as a cadet.
How does that work? You actually go out on patrol and stuff? Or?
When you're on the cadet side of things, I'm not too sure, but I believe you just shadow the odd incident.
Oh, right.
You can
do your
do
basic
that.
training.
You
stuff
get,
like that.
dip your toe in the water to see.
Special constables trained 4 weekends. That is it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't actually ask.
12-hour days.
Whatever shift,
Whatever
you suit you, really. So say you've got a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job, find it a little bit boring, go straight from work to the station, sign in, you can work till whenever you want.
That's what my sister-in-law does.
Oh, okay.
They just kind of picks and chooses her shift.
So there
Look,
was...
at the end of the day, you got fully qualified, aren't you?
You are classed as a fully qualified police officer. You get the same powers as a fully fledged. The only difference being is special constable will only go to the exterior. So say Avon and Somerset you join,
Yeah.
you will not be able to use your powers in Gloucester, Dorset, Wiltshire. You are kept within your
County.
county. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, she can literally pick and because you're volunteering and you're perfect for the force, aren't you? You're free and you know we've trained you and you know exactly what you're doing. We haven't paid you for any of it, so I think they're quite grateful. The more you do, the better, really, as long as you're good at your job. But yeah, she's loving it, absolutely loving it. So yeah, I sort of did. I similar to the TA. I think was that another way to describe.
Yeah, TA I believe get paid, but
oh, did they actually?
I think they get a contribution.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
They
didn't know
do.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
it's the same sort of thing. It's like kind of dip your toe in.
The same
have
sort of
a
thing,
go.
no money.
Marlon coming out the gate, hat.
So, what was involved in your basic training, effectively,
What, as a special or
as a special? To start,
not a lot? I'm sorry, I'm going to put it out there and just say it how it is.
Yeah.
Spade's a spade in my eyes. I don't think that they prepare people properly. Other people might see it differently. For some of the stuff I got involved in. Yeah.
You find yourself out of your depth at some
Massively.
points. Really?
Massively. I mean, I'll never forget one of the first, you're not legally allowed to say riot. You've got to say,
A lively protest.
no. If the force or it's heard on the radio that someone claims it to be a riot, all the damage has to be paid for by the chief constable.
Oh shit! Oh, so it's do not call
You
it a
do
riot.
not call anything a riot. You call it an affray
Bunch of dickheads.
or a Section 1 public order offence and stuff like that. You don't
ever say riot.
you'd never say riot.
40 casuals on a pallet of bricks. Yeah, there's a public order offence happening outside the football ground, so there is.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you were a special when something like that kicked off?
I was a special. Yeah, we had a big altercation, should we say, outside of a local nightclub
Oh, right.
where CS spray was used to the point that we all ran out.
Oh, you didn't use CS spray as
Yes.
a... Oh, shit. Oh, Christ, because I was speaking to I'm going to keep referencing this. Speaking to my sister-in-law, she said they're not CS trained as specials anymore.
Ooh.
I believe. I might be wrong in saying
So
that.
now they're completely defenseless.
Well, I know she's got an asp.
Oh,
The fucking...
Extendable button.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
And I may or may not have shown her how to put it away because I do not own one. Is what I will say.
Allegedly.
I absolutely don't own one or know how they work at all. It's really hard to put away. You just got to get it and
You
fucking
just gotta
ram it
bang
into
on
the
the floor,
floor.
Ram it into the floor. Yeah.
It's like one of the fucking telescopic ladders. Just bang it into the floor.
Exactly. So you got to use CS spray as a special. I bet that
Yeah.
was painful but also fun.
I
that
don't know
when
if
it
you
was-
understand. The CS is basically...
Is this the stream stuff that comes out as like
Yeah,
a
it
liquid?
comes out as a liquid water jet.
Right. It's not like the actual gas it gets everyone
Can't
in
call
a-
it gas.
Oh god.
Oh,
You offend Jewish people. You got to call it CS spray.
Are you serious?
100%.
I thought you were...
You can't put it in
no.
statements. You can't say when you're obviously going to CS someone. I mean, it's a Section 5 firearm
Oh yeah, no, I did know
because
you
it's
can't-
an
you can't-
incapacitant.
Oh,
So it's classed as a Section 5 firearm. Hence, if you're caught on the street with CS spray,
you can do 14 years for it. Is
probably about
4 weeks,
5 years for unlicensed firearm.
6 months of good behaviour. Like,
Yeah, on tag.
what about CS gas and why you can't call it
you
gas?
can't call it gas because you'll offend somebody. So you've got to say
Is that
spray, spray, spray.
right.
Yeah.
You'll offend the Bristol Rovers, won't you? Is that what they call them? Gas heads or shit heads? I can never remember. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That was in a nightclub then. In a
outside a nightclub. Don't really want to spray it inside a confined space
I
because
can
you'll get
imagine.
affected.
Yeah.
But I do remember spraying it and it hit the wall and bounced back and got me and all the others.
All the other officers.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you. Yeah, I bet you were
I was
buying.
popular. I was very popular. That was a big cake fine.
Do you know what? I was just about to fucking ask you that. Right? Have you heard about this? This is fucking brilliant.
No.
Honestly, I'm going to blow listeners' minds now.
So we're not doing donuts.
No, right? Do you know what? It's called cake fines, right? And it is actually, it's not quite law, is it? But it's kind of like law.
It's an unwritten rule.
What is
Yeah,
there are
underscore.
actual like? Do you know what? I'll cut this out and I'll read you some of the cake laws or cake
fines.
Cake fines. This is fucking hilarious, Marlon. I was reading it for about 20 minutes the other day. Here we go. Police Cake Offences Act 2018, right? There are how many sections to this? There are 28 sections.
That's more than the law.
And there are 5 appendixes, right? So I'm just going to pick one. I'm just going to pick one and read it to you, right? Here we go. Stinger deployment.
What, failure to deploy?
So, stinger deployment, part 1. An officer is guilty of an offence if they A, deploy successfully any stinger, stop stick, tyre shredder, or any other tyre deflation device. B, deploy unsuccessfully a stinger, stop stick, tyre shredder, or any tyre deflation device. It is an offence under Section 14(1)(a) if is aggravated if any police vehicle is subjected to any device listed under Section 14(1)(a). These are actual things. I'm not. It is unbelievable, and they have like the.
So let's get on to the cake finey bit.
So, right, for the purpose of for the purposes of the standard cake fine, it should be noted that Jaffa cakes, either branded as such or differently, are not cakes for the purposes of this act.
I understand that.
Cakes are understood to include any of the following. This list is not exhaustive. Cakes, muffins, cookies, donuts, slices. Cakes is understood to include any of the following in the instances of an aggravated offence: Krispy Kreme donuts, cream cakes, homemade/freshly baked cakes, an overwhelming number of standard cakes resulting in at least 2 of each, M&S Yum Nut. Under Section 8, cakes as defined above can be replaced with an exciting treat from a holiday destination. Krispy Kremes are known as the gold standard of any cake fine. Any offence committed by anyone of the rank of inspector or above will always be aggravated. Cakes provided must be to a level that every person within the officer's immediate team should be able to enjoy a generous helping of the cake provided. If the cake fine is of a lesser quantity than this, then the fine is not paid and should be repaid in full at the earliest opportunity. The first attempt at paying a fine will not count towards the payment. Any debate as if the quantity of such cake is sufficient should be referred to appeal per Appendix C of this Act. Right, this is not like a joking matter.
That is real.
I'm serious. I'm sure that Jeffrey here can back me up. They take it. Do they or do they not take this like deadly fucking seriously? I've been told in the station in which my sister-in-law is stationed that it is like fucking gospel there. They run it like.
Yeah, you've got to in a way to boost morale. I personally think. So yeah, it's depends who your sergeant is.
Oh, really?
Some people are very. This is what you do. Very black and white. There's no grey area. Or there's some are a bit more real.
Yeah,
is a way of putting it. So yeah, they'll just say, right, that's 2 Victoria sponges, or it depends what you do. Depends completely what you do. I mean, like rolling in Nissan Patrol, probably not the best idea. That cost me a lot.
Wow. So, hold on, wait a minute. Something ain't right. You rolled a Nissan Patrol?
Yes.
allegedly.
A liveried one?
Yep, all blue lights blazing. It was an emergency. I had to get there.
And you reached into your bag of talent and found that it was empty.
Very empty. It was a bit top heavy.
All the lights on the top.
Yeah. Those plastic LEDs, like, oh, heavens above. My centre of gravity so high.
So what was your fine then?
That was Krispy Kremes.
Oh, like
We had glazed for a few weeks.
Oh, shit.
I'll have to look up in the appendix later and
See if that's correct or not.
See how much it actually came to.
A lot of money.
So when you saw that in Hot Fuzz, where he's like, "Oh, this will require something much more serious. Do you like Chunky Monkey?" It's actually based in truth. I thought it was a piss take, but no. Why is everyone eating cake? That is literally why. She said there's always cake. Is there always cake in the station?
There'll always be boxes of selection boxes of chocolates.
Really?
And, yeah.
Just for this reason exactly. When someone either it's good and bad things from what I understand. It's if you arrest like a murderer or something, you have to pay a cake fine because you've done like, oh, look at him getting all the glory. If you have a TV appearance or a press interview,
TV appearance used to be quite a funny one. If you had, for example, going off subject, Quebec 99, the helicopter was out searching around. We were in the darkness, complete darkness, me and this other PC, and they put the searchlight on, and it literally landed right next to us. So we decided to dance through the light. Unbeknown to us, this was being beamed back to Portishead.
Oh, shit.
Live viewing of this search. And you've got two police officers dancing through the light.
Sir, who is, what is it? Collar number 4972, and why is he doing Big Fish, Little Fish cardboard box?
Yeah.
Cunt's shuffling.
Yeah.
Another fine.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, honestly, we can sit and talk all day about cake fines. The whole thing just interests me no end. Oh, so you say was it 4 weekends?
I did 4 weekends up at Portishead.
And that was it. They were like, there you go.
There's your little shiny disco badge, they used to call it.
Disco badge.
And off you go.
You don't even get those. Is that the like proper
leather? It's a warrant card, leather pouch. Yeah.
You don't even get that anymore. You got to pay for that. Yeah,
LAPD.
Yeah, you have to. If you want that, you have to pay for it. They give you like a little plastic ID card now. If you want the full, you fucking Nick Gene Hunt style. Yeah, you got to pay for it. Yeah, I feel like I know more than you nowadays.
It was a few years ago.
Yeah, I should say.
So, how did you then transition from a special to an actual PC?
I sat down and thought about it long and hard, and no, this is the job for me.
Sorry, how long were you a special before you?
About 18 months.
Oh, so a long time then.
Yeah,
realistically,
I did try and do my research. I was lucky. I managed to get in with the right people and try and attach myself to different groups. So do like child protection, go to CID, go to different sectors. And test the water.
Suited you best.
Yeah. Well, not really suited you best. You still got to do your 2 years probationary.
Yeah.
But it was just like, that is my goal. That's what I want to do.
See where you want it to be. Yeah, long term.
Yeah.
That's a really clever way of looking at it. I wouldn't have thought that. No. I was like, put me in a patrol car, go kicking some crackhead.
I just want to turn the lights on.
Do the woo-woos. Now, Marlon's got written here. It's probably better if you read it, actually, Marlon. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, subsidised bar.
Yeah, you said, when we were talking, you said about a subsidised bar.
Yeah. So obviously left the special constables, went and joined full time. You have 16 weeks of training. So you do 2 weeks up at Portishead, where you are basically analysed. You are scrutinised, everything you do. You are permanently watched, even in your rest time. But
Did you stay up there as well?
Yeah, it's all residential, so you stay up there.
They watch you during rest?
Yes.
Why is that? Just to see what kind of person you are when you're not on.
How many times you wank a day?
Drive. I'm like, boys, I can tell you now, it's 10. It looks like a fucking Cumberland sausage there. Not Cumberland sausage, really long, like a pepperami. Just red, raw, and fucking wrinkly.
So you do 2 weeks there, and then when I was in, they used to send you to either Gloucester, up to the fire training centre.
What's fire training?
For all the firefighters get trained. I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
You're not being trained in fire.
No. It's the same centre that they use for the police as well. So they sent you half of them up there, and half of them went to Cwmbran.
I thought, fuck me, the budget hadn't been cut that much.
Over the bridge,
over the bridge into Wales, Cwmbran.
Don't want to go over there.
Which is, well, at the time, it was very entertaining because we weren't allowed out past a certain time at night.
Oh no,
all the locals.
Welsh birds mind. Whoa.
No.
I'm on your wavelength there, not speaking ill of any of our female Welsh listeners. Or,
no. But I'm sure they're very nice people, but not for me.
I don't bet.
So, yeah, and up there, Centrex, you are there for basically 3 months, 12 weeks.
Oh, that's solid, is it?
So, well, you get your weekends away, but
Yeah.
then you're back up there Monday morning. So we used to come home Friday afternoon and then see your family, do whatever, and then literally Sunday night drive back up.
Is that
then-
a police college, I assume? or
Yeah,
what
it
they
was
call
police college. It was called Centrex back in the day. They have disbanded it all, and now it's all done in house.
Oh, so it's done
everything's
at-
done at Porter's Head now.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
Oh, fuck me. So, what's this bar? Tell us
Right, okay.
Can we get an in?
Tell us about this bar.
What it was, obviously you're there every weekend. There was a party of some description. Every month there was a charity event, and at this bar it was subsidised. So you used to literally go up with your 10, 20 quid and walk away with a tray full.
So it's basically they're selling it. It's not for profit, basically.
Yeah, you say not for profit, but 50p for a bottle of Cools.
Oh Jesus! So like less than.
Yeah.
How the fuck? How the fuck? They're not making.
Don't know.
They're making a loss then.
Yeah.
Because there ain't no way you're buying a bottle. How much does a crate cost, Marlon? Our resident light beer shit drinker.
About 11 quid.
What, for 20?
Yeah.
So now that's now.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe then.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just not just enough.
Yeah, you
to,
would literally, all the stuff in the fridge was usually about 50p, 60p. Top shelf was all obviously normal costings, and pints were probably about a quid.
What? I thought the doghouse had good prices.
Pound pints, mind.
Pound a pint drive.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So is that's at the training centre?
That was at the training centre.
They had a bar at a training centre.
They had a bar, they had a gym, we had full catering facilities, all catered for.
That's like having a sweet shop at a school.
Yeah.
We need you to really pay attention and do well. And
I mean,
also,
you say
here's
that.
a really cheap bar.
You say all that, but then, I'm not going to lie, we worked fucking hard.
Oh, you know, I don't
Just
say.
for,
I
like,
suppose
you're
if you're
literally-
not allowed out,
We were allowed out, it's just obviously certain times of night we weren't allowed out for the pure fact of the locals didn't like us.
oh really?
Every morning you used to go for a run round the block, and then literally you'll see another burnt car out the front where they're just taunting you.
What the? Is this in Wales or is this?
Yeah, it's in Wales.
Surprisingly.
Because you're English,
That as well.
but you're also.
But
because
you're training to be a police officer.
Oh, they didn't like that.
No, didn't take too favourably to
I
that.
didn't want the streets safer at night.
No, it was just a game. I know of one person who ran around the local area, got shot at with air rifles.
No.
Yeah,
Fuck me. I'm a bit of a fucking joke, isn't it? Really?
yeah.
I suppose you're not a fully qualified officer. It's not like you can go
Well,
there and
you-
say you're nicked.
You are.
Oh, you are?
You are. Just you're not. It's a difficult one to explain. You have got the power, but you haven't.
It's
Right.
a grey area.
It is a big grey area. But people will argue that I'm a qualified officer. I'm at a training centre. You haven't passed out yet. Not really.
So it's a bit like Reg. He's a qualified mechanic, but he isn't.
Yeah, he's a YouTube mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hasn't got the tickets to prove it.
I don't need tickets. The amount of experience I've got, I am a professional mechanic. Marlon will be bringing me for help in a year's
Fuck your
time.
life! Bing bang!
Fuck you prick. Probation. Sorry. Podcaster extraordinaire. Remix. Fuck off. So your probationary period. I still can't fucking say it.
Probationary
Right.
period.
Thank you,
Probationary period.
John. Thank you. Your probationary period.
Yeah.
So you were obviously paired with an experienced officer.
Yes.
You looked up and kind of went as you said that.
He was a very nice guy,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say he taught me too much. All he taught me really is where the place to sleep on a night shift.
Right.
He was
And,
just
like-
cruising his way to retirement.
Yeah, funnily enough.
So he was an old boy.
He was an old boy, good old boy. He was very old school. Yeah, again, spade to spade. And
He'd had enough of the rough and tumble, just wanted to...
he certainly liked a bit of rough and tumble.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, he liked to get down with the kids. So
Much like Epstein.
I was going to say in a Savile way or no?
no, not in that sort of way. But yeah, he
He loved the
would have
scrap.
a good ruck. He would. Yeah.
Speaking of which, where is the line when you have when it's kicking off? Because they obviously tell you the ins and outs of a duck's asshole as to when it
Right.
levels
Everything
of
you
force.
deal with, right? So you've got to be able to prove in court that you are fearful for yourself, for the safety of yourself and others, but everything is represented from a third person's point of view.
So somebody
i.e.
watching
a jury.
Oh. So why did you punch that man in the head repeatedly? Well, he was high on speed and would not be stopped. And the bloke's there with like fucking faces all caved in, and you're like, oh, this is going to be a difficult one to explain.
But I mean, like when you were trained, start off, everything's verbal. You try and talk people down, talk people out of it.
Yeah.
Then you go to restraints. We got taught a little goodie bag of different restraints you can use, pressure points. And then you start going into the mechanised, so you're talking of handcuffs. Use them against them. There's little moves and tricks you can do
To put them in them?
put them in them, but also if they start struggling halfway through and you've only got one arm on, you can use the other one to twist and locks and things like that.
Yeah.
And then after that, you've obviously then got your CS spray. And then the last one is your baton. But now obviously they've got all got tasers, majority of them.
They sound fun.
They're very fun, but again, Section 5 firearm.
Yeah, I know.
So it's
Can't have any fucking fun over here, can we? Not in this fucking restricted world in which we live. Not like there are freedom cousins over there across the Atlantic. God damn. So, right, I'll put an example to you.
yep.
Right, say I'm pissed up.
Yep.
And I come out of a pub and I've done something wrong. Let's say, I don't know, I've kicked the door through on the bathroom and you've been called to come, bouncers have rang you and you're outside waiting, or they've dragged me outside. I'm being a belligerent drunk, pissed out of my mind, and I take a swing for you as a police officer. What do you do in that instance? If it's like, let's say it was a decent punch, it's going to come for you.
Is it going to? Is it?
It's going to connect.
Has it got
It's gonna connect?
It's going to cold clock. Well, not cold clock you, but it's going to hit you in the fucking face.
Yeah.
So you use the 5 Ds of dodgeball.
I had a personal little move that I used to do. It's just basically a leg sweep. Just take you completely off balance. Completely legitimate. Because obviously, it's like you do a preemptive strike.
Yeah.
And you only do it once because that's enough a lot of the time. But yeah, my little special move was a leg sweep and just you're down on the deck.
Stick you on your ass.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
He's going to sit on your
You're-
face and
You're
cuff
upside
you.
down and.
But is
that's
that
it.
what? So in that terms of is that attempted assault on a police officer? Is there
If
any
you've
such thing?
connected, that is
That is
an
assault.
assault.
Yeah.
Me literally flicking you. If you are aggrieved, that's assault.
If I'm like, oh, I'm so triggered by what you've just done.
Yeah, snowflake
But-
community.
But I'd imagine you've been in a fair few scraps,
Yeah.
and I can assume, speaking to you, that you did not press charges on every single one of your rucks that you had.
No, because I think that was a little bit pointless. A lot of it, they're in custody. Why am I going to suddenly tag something on?
So when they're in, because you've already arrested them for summit.
Usually, drunk and disorderly, public order, breach of the peace, stuff like that.
And that's when they've had another pop at you,
Yeah, possibly.
and you're just like, oh, you're going into a cell. Just fuck off.
Just calm it down. You're not going anywhere.
That's it.
You're in a
You're in
set of,
custody now.
bracelets. Just walk.
Yeah.
Used to be the old thing you're taught is like attitude breeds attitude. So if you come to me really forcefully, I'm probably going to step that halfway down, and then you'll get it back. So you're taught in a way to read body language. You're taught how to read if someone's hyped up or pumped up, or if they're just about to have a fight, or someone being placid. There's lots of different things that they just teach you to read somebody and read what their intentions are.
Yeah,
be.
that's it. Know how they're going to react.
Yeah.
I was getting too engrossed about me punching you in the face.
So, in your first few months, what did you learn with your experienced officer that you didn't in training?
Apart from the best places to sleep.
Best
Yeah.
places to sleep,
That's
that
it,
you're not going to get caught.
The previous question was, what tricks of the trade did he teach you? But we've already covered that in sleeping places.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, but yeah, he wanted to retire and just wanted a little bit quieter.
Yeah.
So if he could get away with a quick power nap,
Cheeky 45, like.
yeah, it's just
Take the card out.
just I keep watching. He sleeps. Just listen out on the radio. That's it.
Is it 25 years in you've got to do to go for retirement?
It depends when you join.
Oh, right.
So yeah, some people, if they've already served in the forces, they can go in at a different tier, basically, so that
Yeah,
they've
'cause
already done
your-
their part of the
Your
the thing.
army kind of transponds and correlates a little bit.
Yeah, it can do. Like crosses over. Yeah.
That's a better word.
So where were you stationed, roughly? I'm going to say exactly after your probation then.
My probation and as a special was Foxtrot Romeo, so very local to here.
Oh, yeah. I read
yeah.
between the lines on that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
Drive. Yeah, oh, right. So, Christ, you were local then.
Yeah, and living there as well.
Is that difficult living where you...
Personally, no, because I knew all the rat runs. I've grown up there, so I
which
know
can also play to
exactly.
your hand.
Yeah,
I
Very
meant
much
in a more in a personal sense.
no, because I always try to keep my private life separate.
Yeah. That's usually
As soon
important
as you
with something like
come
that.
home, take the uniform off. That's it. Just
I'm just
try and shut the door, and what goes on.
Were
Goes
you
on,
ever
like-
concerned at any point that maybe scumbags knew where you were?
Oh yeah, yeah. But then you used to get it all the time. Oh, I'm going to come around and burn your house down. Well, you just told me. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
I've now got your name. I've now got. I know pretty much what you're up to. Yeah.
I have witnesses to attest that you're going to do that, and if you do it, you're going to go away
You're
from
going to be the first one on the list.
Yeah,
if it does happen.
knocking down your door. And if it stinks of petrol, you're going in the nick.
Yeah, potentially.
So you never had any trouble outside of work, then, really?
Yes, one or two times.
Oh, really? Because of what you did.
Because of what I did. But again, you just got to see it. They just see you in a uniform. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you're really like as a person.
Yeah.
They just literally saw the uniform. Oh, you're scum.
Cunt.
You're a grass.
Yeah.
You must be bullied at school and crap like that. It's
I
just
love you
like-
put the voice for that one as well. You hear that so often on those police programs. You work for me, mate.
Yeah,
I pay my tax.
your wages. Well,
you don't
funnily
have a
enough, I pay
fucking
my own
job.
fucking wages as well because I pay tax. But yeah, never mind. Go and do a real job.
Oh,
Shouldn't have burgled a house then, should you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I love
Most of the comebacks you hear on these like police interceptors,
Yeah.
shit like that, you're like, you've done this. They're doing their fucking job.
I don't. Yeah,
Like, you have no point to this conversation. Like, shut the fuck up.
Shag, you were doing 120 down a country lane and
Yeah.
fucking run over someone's sheep. I think you're in the wrong. He's there like, go get a real job. No, you get a real job, you can. No tax, no MOT, no insurance. You're going to jail, you prick.
Oh, they're not anymore, are they?
Oh no, they'll be out on tag for 6 months because the jails are crowded and fucking no one can afford to pay for fuck all. And
We're gonna bring back fucking hang-ins or not?
park it in there. No, we're not bringing back hang-ins, Marlon.
Why not?
Oh fuck
Yeah.
it! We can't.
I mean, I do
The death
I
penalty.
partly agree.
You might have to
It
cut
depends
this.
what the crimes
Yeah.
you do.
Heinous shit.
I like the American style shit.
Yeah.
3 strikes, you're out.
Oh, I don't know. I think you can tell.
The thing is, you've done it 3
So
times.
you've got to murder someone 3 times before you get in the chair.
No, but the thing is, you can get petty shit. It's like 3 drug offences and you're in for life. Like non-violent offences. If you get caught with like,
Obviously, we can tweak this to our advantage, not advantage our shit we don't agree with.
yeah, but I always think people can turn their lives around. You should never just be like, oh, you've done this 3 times. Call me an idealist, call me a liberal, but I think people can turn their lives around. Prison should be about rehabilitation, not punishment. I really think that. I mean,
But we ain't got the money.
or it's not. That's not my fucking fault, and it's not the fault of the person that's done it. You know, just because he's committed 3 non-violent offences doesn't mean he's been locked up for life.
To be fair, non-violent shit. So like your hacking, drug dealing to a certain extent.
I believe all drugs should be legalised. Personally, but that's just my opinion.
Allegedly.
Well, no, not allegedly. It's not allegedly about it. Shag. All drugs should be legalised. They should be taxed, and then we'd be fucking laughing, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Imagine if you buy cocaine down at Boots. Fucking hell, the government make a fortune.
Yeah, there is that. But like, yeah, you're murdering, you're like robbers.
I personally think that there needs to be how it used to be. You go to prison and you used to have to do your
Actual time.
actual
which
time.
you were
had to
sentenced
do
to.
silly things to keep you occupied. Excuse me. There's no punishment. There's no, if I do that, this is going to be my end result, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no fear factor.
No.
I mean, the trouble is,
A lot of these little scroats now just seem to think, I'll do this, I'll get sentenced to a year, I'll do 6 months and I'll be back out and I'll be back doing the same
the
shit.
trouble is, I think, it's not the police. The police can arrest and chuck them up in front of the court. It's the Crown Prosecution
It's
Service.
CPS, yeah.
They need to prove that they need to make sure that they're going to win this case. They need 90%
Yeah.
to believe that they're going to win it, and it's in the public's interest. If they don't get that, it's not even going anywhere, even though you've caught him red-handed.
How disheartening is that?
It's fucking shit, and it's a pain in the ass.
You go to all this effort.
We've got the MG file system, is what's known as, to put your file together to go to court. That's fucking hours and hours of work, and that's just for like a silly little crime. I say silly little crime. Every crime's bad, but for a little theft, and it's just bullshit. Because we know as soon as we go out, he'll be back down the same shop
Doing the same
doing
shit.
the same fucking shit.
And you'll arrest him again.
And we'll arrest him again, and then we'll bring him back, and then we'll interview him, and then we'll book him in. We'll take his DNA, we'll do his fingerprints, do his photographs. Put the MG file system. Not enough evidence.
Thousands and thousands of taxpayers' pounds.
Oh,
For the CPS to turn around and go, oh, it's going to cost more than, he's stolen 30 quid worth of meat.
I shouldn't stereotype. Oh, he's got a drug addict, or he needs to feed his habit, and he was thrown out when he was young, and it's, oh, come on.
Everyone's got a fucking sob story, mate.
Yeah.
It's just constant, and it's just like,
You can't win.
no, you are doing your job with your hands tied behind your back a lot of the time, and it's one of the reasons why I left. It's just, you're just constantly fighting to do your fucking job that you're paying me to do. We know he's done it.
Yeah, that's...
It's just like,
know he's done it.
How else am I to prove?
We've got the CCTV, we've got witnesses.
We've got DNA, we've got fucking blood, we've got everything, and you'll still want more. Well, what else can I give you other than an actual in the fucking room with them?
Like a fucking brain dance or something.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to get that reference.
No, I don't.
No.
Sorry,
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, no, it's too glitchy for anyone's play model.
It's not anymore, Shag.
On that same sort of vein, I know it's going to sound like a bit of a fucking, a bit of a question, but do you follow up with some of the stuff? Obviously, you arrest people. Do you follow up with the court cases, or is it more of a they're going to court? You're like, oh, right, that's done.
No, CPS can suddenly call you in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've got to be a witness, or they want to go through your pocket notebook, or there's a spelling mistake on your MG file system. They would just find anything they can to try and tear it out and chuck it out the window.
What, CPS or the defence?
Defence, more so. But then you go to court because you turned up. They go, all right, I'll go guilty now.
Oh, but
just pissing around, wasting people's time and effort.
What was the worst thing that got thrown out that you can remember?
Drink drive.
So hang on. So the bloke
had been in a local town, drinking all night. He's well known at the time. He was well known for doing other stuff as well. Snows a lot in his house.
Oh yeah.
So he was probably under the influence of that. He decided to go to Bath, pick his friends up, and drive back. On the way back, after dropping them off, he decided to go for a little bit more of a jaunt. Stupid speeds. Yes, it's night. There's not many people about. I agree with that. But 80 for a town centre.
No.
Pushing
80
it.
through a 20, that's pretty keen.
It's now 20, but yeah, 80 for a 20. That is keen and under the influence, and you can clearly see him on the CCTV just swaying about. So he got arrested. Well, sorry, there was a little pursuit, and yeah, he finally stopped. So he failed to stop as well.
So he's just racking
So
up
you got
charges.
failed to stop. He blew at the scene.
He failed. He didn't want to do a breath test roadside, so he was taken back to the station.
So he thought he'd have a little bit. He's thinking, I've got a little bit more time for it to.
No. When you talk about drinking and driving, personally, belief shouldn't be allowed any drink at all.
What, zero?
Because zero.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is I remember dealing with a case. Lovely, lovely girl. She went out and had one glass of white wine, and we know that because I saw the CCTV at the bar. One glass of white wine. She literally a few sips, and then went home. But on the way home is where she got stopped. Now, it's not an exact science. Everybody's different. She was going through some personal stuff at the time, really emotional, just lost her dad, all these other things, implications and factors. And she weighed about 9 stone, dipped in a puddle. Like, it's just not an exact science. How can you say it's 35 micrograms and 100 millilitres of breath when, dare I say it, gents, you drink most weekends? I reckon you could probably do 6-7 pints and still drive home. Not saying that you should, but
I never even think about it.
You probably wouldn't even come up on the scale.
Yeah. And she
failed. She failed dramatically.
On one glass of white wine.
One glass of white wine. She blew 69 and 100 millilitres. So that's nearly double. And then she goes back to the station, and then you get put on another breathalyzer or a toxalyzer machine, which is more of a exact reason. Yeah.
It's a more complex machine.
It's a bigger complex machine. It does a few more tests, this, that, and the other. But yeah, I think she was up in the 80s.
Shit.
And we're just like, 80?
Really?
One glass of wine?
There's nothing you can do, is there? You're bound by the law. You've got to prosecute. Well, not prosecute, but you've got to charge.
Yeah, she was charged, unfortunately. So she was having a really shit year.
You must feel like a piece of shit. Not being funny. I know it's not your fault in any way. She chose that.
I'm not saying we would have let her go.
No,
she made the decision. She had that one glass of wine on a works do, and yeah, she got in a car. She fully admitted she shouldn't have done it, but she hadn't eaten for a few days. She was under the weather, all the stress of other things going on in her life.
Yeah,
just unfortunately all accumulated, and she got pulled over and she blew red.
Fuck.
So out of interest, why did you pull her?
So have you got to have a reason?
You're on the highway.
Really?
You are on the Queen's Highway.
And we can pull you over for any fucking just being like, you know what? I like the look of that.
No.
Well, not like the look of it, but you're out on a you know what you're looking for. You're looking for drink drivers or whatever. Wow.
It could be anything. I mean, it's the silliest thing, like a late indication. There's an old saying like copper's nose.
Right.
I could stand in a crowd and I can pick out, or say standing in the supermarket, I know he's on the rob. Because I can pick up furtive behaviour from some of the stuff they used to teach us.
Yeah.
So just their random stuff that they're doing. Like, for example, shoplifter who's got a basket and he's packed it all around the outside with soft stuff. And then he's straight down the meat aisle, fills it in the middle of the basket, and he's covered it. He's out shoplifting for meat. Cheese, coffee, high value items.
Yeah.
So it's just picking up furtive behaviour, or he's looking up, checking what cameras, what position they're in, looking for the big screen to see what cameras are working.
It's just, So going back to your man, who was drink driving.
He was drink driving.
So he was doing 80 for a town centre, and
he got pulled eventually. So he failed to stop. He failed a breath test because he refused to do it, thinking he'd be clever. So he goes back to the station, gets booked in, refused to do it on the intoxalyzer. So he went for blood. Then the forced doctor has to come out and take the blood, and then he gets sent off, this and the other.
You can obviously refuse your roadside.
Literally about to ask this.
Yeah,
I know what you're going to say.
I didn't realise you could refuse the station test.
It's not advisable.
Can you refuse blood? Or they take that by force?
That has been known to be taken by force.
Right.
Jesus. They strap you down.
you
Well, the
have
thing at the end,
people
they
like
need
me
some-
turn up and
You're-
6 or 7 of us.
It's
pin you down.
just easier if you just go, yes.
Yeah, just go, yeah, not a problem. Which arm?
Yeah.
just come out.
It's
with it.
happening. There's no two ways about it.
You are in our domain. You're in our space. You are in our house.
You're in my house now, boy.
Yeah, you're going to get fucking taken.
Yeah,
so.
reason you're there.
And so, what happened?
So
you had the
sorry.
blood.
So after that, he got interviewed in the reasons why he did it. Next day, he sobered up. A police officer picked him up and drove him home because you're in the custody of the police.
Yeah, have to make sure you get home.
Make
safe.
sure you get home safe. And this particular officer decided to put the blue lights on.
Why?
Not too sure.
Right. Yeah.
I think it was just to get home a bit quicker.
Oh fucking hell!
So
And he took note of that
he very much took note of it, and because of that, it all got thrown out.
because they're like, you know what, we can't deal with the
No, there's no
The
legal reason
repercussions
why
of-
the lights were on.
tit for tat.
Yeah.
But not tit for tat, is it? He was fucking drink driving and maybe
And he's
just,
been caught since.
yeah.
But yeah,
There you fucking go.
Another story.
Fucking hell. Right, should we cut a little break? Marlon looks like he's had his mind blown.
Yeah.
He's just sat here with his hand on his head, like wide-eyed, staring at the floor, like what the fuck is going on? Right, yes. Right, I'm gonna go to the fridge. I'm gonna have a piss. We'll be back shortly. Love you all. Bye. Don't forget the voice choice.
Oh, shit.
Right, so I've been to the fridge,
You've been to the fridge.
and what have I got, Marlon?
Right. So, Geppetto doesn't drink.
Oh, it's such a good one.
So, for the first time ever, we've got an alcohol-free IPA.
And it is dry January for us when we're recording this. And I was thinking dry January, get a load of dry beers on, which would be quite funny, like dry lagers. But
Like a say.
yeah, super dry,
Super dry.
super dry. So what do we have?
So, I found this in our local Tesco's. It's Beavertown Laser Crush.
I've seen this all over Instagram as well. Have you seen it? It's
No.
constantly on my
No,
Instagram.
I'm fucking shit at
It's
Instagram.
constantly popping up on my Instagram at the moment. So it's alcohol free. Oh god, do you want? Have you got the box?
The box is still in the fridge.
Do you want me to get you the box?
Yes,
Right, we'll
please.
get the box. So Marlon, without any further ado, can you read the marketing bullshit?
Heavyweight flavour. Featherweight ABV. R in your face IPA. That shit.
Hour in your face IPA.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, a bit of northern there. That just happens to be alcohol free. When we decidedly to brew it an AF IPA, we wanted to roll out a bit differently. Rather than brewing with small amounts of malt or alcoholizing after fermentation for Laser Crush, we use a clever strain of that yeast that fully fermented our crisp Pilsner malt without producing alcohol. Okay. And adds a hint of peachy fruit to the boot. Then we laid down some heavy duty hops. Oh, yes, Daddy. The result is a rocket fueled, turbocharged, laser sharp IPA at a Monday to Sunday crushable.
I'm really intrigued by this. I've never had an alcohol-free. I've had a Beck's Blue. I've had that before.
Yeah.
But I've never had an alcohol. Are you a drinker of alcohol-free beer or not?
No, I'd rather say I'm boring and just go for a pint of Coke.
Oh, no, yeah, but it's fucking different strokes for different blokes, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to drink, you don't want to drink. It's like the same. I put it in the same class of people that don't smoke. Like, it's just, you know, smoking is sort of classed as social to a point, isn't it? Or it was. If you don't want to drink, it's just a decision that you've made. I don't think anything more or anything less of you for doing so. But we have this. We've gone all out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
No, appreciate it. We didn't want to leave you. I always like to get the guests' opinions on the guest beer. So right, let's see what it's like then. I'm really intrigued. Really intrigued. You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. It's going to be interesting asking you, Uncle Bulgaria, for your opinions on it. Because obviously, when was the last time you drank? Just out of interest.
Probably about 10 years ago.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've totally missed out on the IPA craze and all these craft
Oh,
beers.
on
shit.
Yeah, all the craft stuff. All
Well, I say missed out, but you've obviously you've given up drinking since, so you've missed out on all this bearded, fucking thick rim glass shit that's been going on.
flannel wearing.
You know the
That's
ones.
the one.
Yeah.
Carhartt,
I put them in the same sort. I think there's gonna be so many people get angry with me now, but I put like the craft beer crew, like the true craft beer crew, in the same with the purple head screechers. You know, like yellow is a gender.
Yeah, that's ones.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
I
Oh
hashtag,
man, have you tasted this new fucking fruity Nancy shit,
bro, it's triple hopped, man.
dude? It's like the Smirnoff triple distilled.
It's fucking I don't know. What are you thinking?
tastes of polish. Sorry.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
No.
It's
I think it's the fruity part of it. It's like,
yeah,
what have they done?
I quite like the fruity bit.
I mean, we do like a Beavertown.
I don't know. I'm getting a little bit strawberry. I won't lie. I don't know whether the colour of the can is making me think that the older colour influence.
Definitely some peach and some grail for it.
That's it.
Grail fruit.
Yeah.
You do know it's grail. It's grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
Grail
Yeah,
fruit.
yeah.
You just
Yeah.
say it every. Sound like a man of educate.
Watch too many 40 Towers. I tell you what, I'll go first. That is, I just take another swig.
Thing is, if somebody pulled me that and said that is a 3.2% IPA, what do you think? I'd sit there and drink it all night and probably act pissed. Because
You wouldn't know that. You would not know the fucking difference.
honestly,
Whereas, like a Beck's Blue is noticeably
Yeah.
a Beck's Blue.
yeah, but if you told me this is a light beer, something like a light IPA that's like 3.2, 3.5%, I wouldn't tell. If you told me that was a 6%, I'd be like, nah, Shag. But that slip through the gaps. I'm not gonna lie.
It's growing. It's growing on me.
I'll start. I'm at a 5.
Really?
I really like that.
What?
Wow.
You haven't tasted some of the shit we've had on. Shag.
Me and Andrew here looking at you like, what the fuck? I like it. Yeah, I was gonna go a 3 at the start, but now I'm at a 4. Gerald, what are you saying?
It's going to be a 3.
It's gonna be a 3.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
It's a 3 from
Go
Sputnik.
further down the
Yeah,
can,
so-
but
Well, I'm at it's an average of 4 then. So surprisingly, for an alcohol-free beer, God, the fucking listeners are gonna think we've sold out and gone soft.
I tell you what, just go and buy a fucking little crate. It was on offer in Tesco's.
So it's Beavertown Laser Crush, alcohol-free. It's sort of a pinky, bluey, greeny, Beavertown shit, covered in skulls and
Yeah.
acid trippy branding.
Weird shit.
But yeah, no. I like it, man.
That's weird as fuck.
You wouldn't tell it from a low alcohol IPA at all. I'm enjoying it. Well, that's beer of the week done. Thank you very much. Thank you, Marlon, for picking this up. I'll give you the idea though, didn't I? I'll give myself a little bit of credit. He was like, I said, what are we gonna do? He said, don't drink, Shag. I said, what are we gonna do for beer of the week? I said, oh well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Get some fucking alcohol-free shit. It's dry January. All these corporations are cashing in on dry January. There's plenty of the fucking... She's like, Shag, leave it with me. Straight down and sent me a picture. I was like, get on, Marlon.
Get it squared, like.
Right then, let's get back into it. So...
One of the things you said you didn't really want to talk about was traffic, so I want to talk about traffic.
it's fucking boring.
So doing like being not a traffic cop, but doing traffic.
Yeah, it's... You've done one RTC, you've done pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the guys who do traffic full time, hats off to you, because they do know a lot of shit. They like the spacing of the fucking number plates and the right colours and
that's
italics and
I'm so glad there are none of them around
the
here.
tint and the windows and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
25%
It's like,
on the front, like.
fair play, but the one reason I hated it, it's going to sound really morbid, but going around giving the death messages,
Defograms.
fucking shit times.
You've had to do those.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I had
No one envies that shot.
one poor girl, she was coming home from uni to her 18th birthday, turn up at the address, balloons, banners everywhere.
Oh God.
And yeah, you go in and say, "Hi, can we go come inside and have a little chat?" And yeah, man, and just fucking see grown men cry and fucking mothers just not believing it.
Shit just lives. I expect that lives in your head all day long, doesn't it? Or do you try and can you leave it at work within a point?
Another reason why coming out is diagnosed with PTSD for certain things that I dealt with. It's now only just really being realised. But yeah, you just some fucking shit stuff.
Yeah. So, had you been to the accident scene?
No, this was a message, unfortunately, from another county. Came through as a fax.
It had happened in another county.
And you got the parents asking all these questions, and it was just like,
I don't know. Jesus, that is even worse because you have no idea.
I've got no clue whatsoever, and you got certain things you've got to say to make sure that people realise that they are dead. There is no coming back. They're not ill. They're not poorly. They're not sick.
They're not in intensive care, and there's a chance.
No, we are talking. They are brown bread and
dead on the scene.
Yeah.
Shit. So I always thought it was family liaison that was.
Depending on the situation, family liaison. When I was in, you're mainly used for serious like murders, missing people that then become found dead.
But for stuff like that, it's just
General Bobby on the beat.
Oh shit!
I mean, I got 1 week. I was nicknamed Dr. Death because every job I went to, there was a body on the end of it.
No.
Yeah.
What was it like? I mean, this is morbid. You don't have to answer it if you want to say. What was it like seeing your first stiff one?
I see it every morning, Shag.
Trying to be fucking serious.
Sorry.
Bing bang.
The moment it left my mouth, I thought, is he going to make a joke out of this?
Yeah, I still remember that one. That was a hard. Wow.
Is it hard because it was the first one, or?
Yeah, it's hard because it's the first one, but then they do have what's known as the death rattle. That girl did have the death rattle.
Yes, fuck it.
Because you've got, if it's a sudden death, you've got to go and examine the body. So you act on the behalf of the coroner, and you've got to basically check it over, make sure there's nothing sticking out the back of it, and everything's in the right place that it should be. Even down to you got to fucking monitor what jewelry they're wearing to make sure that no one pillages it, basically along the way. What they're wearing, making sure there's nothing protruding, no bodily fluids emitting. And stuff like that. But as I was rolling this girl over to fucking check, yeah, that's when she suddenly sounds like they're taking a breath, but it's not. It's just all the body exhaling at the time. So you like fucking freeze and shit your pants.
Yeah, she been gone long?
No, still warm.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Was that? I mean, I don't want to dig too deep into it if you want to talk about it, but was that part of your PTSD, having to deal with stuff like that, or was it like an accumulation?
Yeah, I think it's accumulation. I mean, I do relive an accident in October. I relived the same accident I went to. Where
October just gone?
Yeah.
Oh shit! So it wasn't long you left.
No, sorry. Not October just long. Like every October, I get the same like dream and the same. I picture myself back at the scene, and I can usually when I'm trying to rest and sleep, it all comes back to me, and it's like how I acted on the night for the accident. Long and the short of it was, car had basically flipped up on its roof. One was ejected out of the vehicle, another one was still in it. I went to the vehicle. Because the lady was like, "Oh, my husband, he's still in the car." So we go over. I couldn't see anything because it's really fucking dark. Put my hand in the window. I thought I was putting my hand to get his pulse or like to find something. Yeah, his neck was my hand was in his neck, basically. Decapitated. So yeah.
There's certain things that people shouldn't have to deal with. You know what I mean? I think there's a limit with everyone, and everyone's limit's different. But I think something like that is way above, and that your mind almost can't comprehend it. And when it has, it it pushes you past that wall in your brain where that's okay and I can deal with that. I imagine like having to do something like that is just past the point of I think it just flicks off. I don't know how to get it out in words, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You shouldn't have to. It's almost like you shouldn't have to go through that.
I think
to do your day-to-day job.
People in general are built up to a certain point, and past that, it's no man's land. And from that point on, like damage is done almost to you as a person. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. There's other things as well. Like I know we talk a lot about mental health and stuff, and people committing suicide, cutting someone down. We had a farmer that put a shotgun to his head and stuff like that. There's not much left.
Yeah,
you've got to go and monitor it and keep guard of the scene and just keep looking over your shoulder. Yep, you're still there. Yeah, stuff like that. But I mean, it's just like it's that accident. It's like I can smell it now. Talking about it, I can smell the blood on the ground. Because your blood just gives off that certain
iron, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the iron in the blood, basically.
I always find it smells like Guinness because Guinness has got so much iron in it.
Yeah, it's not far off. But yeah, you get that reoccurring smell. And I have that in my dream.
Yeah,
that I am back there.
Like I said, I keep saying that I don't want to bring every episode back to mental health, but have you sought help for that?
Not gonna lie, gents, because of you guys and the guys you've had on the show. Enough's enough, and I've started to deal with it.
Respect, man.
Thank you. It's down to you boys, making it more not acceptable, but just
so it's just like a part of normality, really.
It's normalising something that is.
It's got to be now, I think, because
somewhat taboo.
Everyone before, it's taboo. It's
absolutely.
You're a man in uniform. You shouldn't be feeling these things, and you shouldn't be having these dreams and. Personally, myself, I'd try and put things in boxes and put them away. But that's the box that keeps popping up every October or a certain date. I remember it, and I'm there. I'm back there dealing with it.
Was there any help for you on the force?
No.
Offered? I know it's different. I assume it's different now.
I hope so.
I think it is because everyone's so aware of mental health and everyone gets offered counselling for just about everything nowadays, which is fantastic. I'm not taking anything away from it, but I can only imagine back when you were there, it's very much like, oh, well, I think there's a form somewhere you can do. I don't know. I haven't seen it in years kind of job.
They were trying to push you to go to occupational health, but then you sort of then get blacklisted.
It's because you sought help.
Yeah, you sought help. So it's like, oh, better not send him to that. Better not do this. Better not do that. Let's go and find him a little job in the corner somewhere. And
penalise you for something that should be
getting up and doing something about it.
It was the same sort of thing, obviously, like I've said before, loads of times when I went for my firearms license and I could have lied. I could have said, no, I don't have no mental health issues. They're going to slap me with a ticket within a couple of weeks. But now they've changed it recently. In the last few months, everyone has to have a letter from their GP. Say that they are fine, and it's not just people like myself, like anyone else, you guys that are listening, and you two that have obviously had mental health issues and sought help for it, that almost you feel like you're being penalised for it, and you're like, well, fucking hell, now I've got to go through all this extra legwork just because I've done the right thing, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I think things are definitely moving in the right direction. Slowly, the wheels of government and red tape gets removed, very, very slowly. But at least it's on the right path. Anyway, so getting back to it, we've totally gone off topic. Traffic. Why the fuck do you hate traffic so much?
Just those reasons. I just found it boring.
Just boring.
I used to live off the adrenaline, putting the blue lights on, hossing it somewhere, and just dealing with whatever comes in front of you.
And when you're pulling someone over for an incorrectly spaced number plate, that's not really living the fucking adrenaline junkie dream.
No, you're not living the dream, are you, really? And it's a £60 fixed penalty and go and do your producer and all that. It's just...
Producer orders. Oh, God.
Never had one, Shag.
No? Oh, you need to go get your car MOT because...
you need to take it to a testing centre for them to sign it off. So it's going to cost you 60 quid there. And then, here's your producer. So you've got to go take all your documents down to the police station, which is shut. And it's just like, why am I going to inconvenience someone for a fucking letter that's...
Sort it out.
Two mil out.
Somebody's put his black bolt to make a C look like an E. Like
Yeah.
those ones.
I fucking hate those cunts. I do.
That's the police in general, mate. Because they all have to do it. It's not like.
I
Oh
appreciate.
no, I
they've
hate the
broken
people
law
that
to a
does the
point.
number plates.
Oh right. Oh, that's
So why are you right? Just because you can't afford the plate you want, you're making it look like it.
Oh, I see.
That
Oh,
irritates
sorry.
the
No, I
fuck
know
out
what you're
of me.
saying now. Yeah, no, I
Either
totally
display
agree.
a normal number plate. Don't get your gel figures out, you fucking piece of shit. Just
You've
a
seen
normal
the
number
plate
plate.
on my black Range Rover.
Yeah, there's no fucking need for it. Put a normal number plate on it and move on.
I like a gel plate. It's legal. It's all meets all the standards. It does.
Yeah, okay.
It's got a BSU number and all that fucking shite on it.
Yeah, I can make all that shit up as well.
Right. Okay. I have an itch that we can't scratch here.
Just display the number plate how it should be displayed, and you won't have any fucking issues. These idiots, like the scene boys, yeah? Oh, I don't want to put a front number plate on the car. Some of the cunts even started a petition to remove front number plates. What are you doing? Put a front number plate on your piece of shit car.
Tinted plates as well. They get
Nobody
me.
gives a shit.
Go on, Marlon.
It's
What do you
ridiculous.
think about tinted plates?
Nonce.
4D.
Yeah, the 4D ones.
Nonce. Honestly, it's fucking ridiculous. Put a pair of
Up
number
against the wall,
plates
shoot them.
on your car. It's the law. I'm not being funny. Your car's probably a piece of shit anyway.
Do not pass go straight to Gulag.
Yeah. Like, there's no need for it. It's the law. Accept it. Move on.
What about the people that go to the effort of buying the like USDM boot lids for their Passats just so they can have the square plate?
I mean, square plates originated from Japan. So if you've got a Japanese car, you have a square plate. That's fine.
Yeah.
Depending on... You're either 13 by 8, 13 by 9.
What about your racer boys that put the number plates on the bonnet? Yeah, like a sticker.
Why? On my Clio, I had the front number plate screwed onto the bumper, where it should be. And then when you go to the track, you take the front number plate off to improve airflow because I had a shitload of holes behind
Shag,
it.
you ever thought about being a fucking traffic cop?
No, because I'd be a fucking asshole. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200.
What was in attitude breeds attitude?
Imagine he pulls over some little boy racer. Right, you little cunt!
Yeah, it's it. Number plates wind me the fuck up.
Oh, I love this. Oh god, I'm gonna get every person on here. I'm gonna try and find them with some shit number plate. I'm just
Like my personalised number plate, it's displayed how it should be displayed. I'm not trying to hide anything. That's the plate I want. That's the plate I bought.
Or you'd be like me and get a Northern Irish plate. So you're what? It's not blah I blah. It's not blah one blah. It's blah I. It's actually an I. I have an I in my number plate because I'm a fucking.
That's
hustler,
fine,
baby.
because it is a legal plate.
Yeah, but if I really wanted it to, I should put the little yellow thing in the
I'm gonna
straight
shove that
in
little
the straight line, so it
the
actually
little
looks like
yellow
an
thing
eye.
is going up your fucking ass.
Better than having the big black thing up the ass, isn't it? Shout out, Kenneth.
Yes, Daddy.
Right, so riot police. You're riot trained.
Part of Avon and Somerset, we had to know certain things because there is a lack of riot police. So every station would have designated people.
So instead of having 100 people full trained, you get 1,000 half trained.
Yeah,
Seems like it works, I suppose.
in numbers, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Strength in numbers.
So, and then from basically probation, I did a few other little bits and pieces. Prisoner processing unit, where you literally just hand over in the morning, pick up the prisoners, deal with them, process them, back out the door, and did that for a few months. And then I went on to do the PSU or meat wagon.
Meat wagon.
Yeah. So the big riot vans.
With the flip down guards
with
and
the
the
flip down
sprinters.
guards and the perspex windows and
Big old LDVs like
old sprinters.
the Lima Delta Victors.
Lima Delta Victors. So, what sort of training was involved in that?
In the basic stuff, they basically showed you to trust your kit. So we were firebombed.
So you have like
You have proper petrol, glass, old milk bottles. You're
Full
having
training
it,
course like.
having it large, yeah.
fucking
And
hell.
just to prove that the kit works and it is flame proof and it is this and it is that.
I suppose if you have that confidence in it, then you have that confidence to walk into fucking pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Start shoving people on the ground. I mean, no, you're correctly containing.
Restrain them and bring them to the nice end.
Stamping on it. Get the baton. Whoa. Hey, I'm saying it, not you.
But yeah, when it goes to the PSU stuff, I was the man with the big red key. I was the first one in.
Oh, the big red key.
The big red key that opens every door. Every door.
Do you use, with that big red key, which for anyone listening that doesn't know, is the door breaker thing that's really heavy and you just swing it in the door. I was watching something years ago and they said they're great for wood doors, but they struggle with these PVC things.
Yeah, so what we had to do...
Because they bend, don't they?
Yeah, the PVC basically flexes on the 8-point locking system, so it's just going to flex all day long. So the best thing to do... we got retrained to tackle PVC doors in a different way. Chainsaw.
I saw that as well.
Okay.
That's cool. They literally go, it's like a, I don't want to take words out of your mouth, but from what I saw, it was a chainsaw with a guard on it that guarded 90% of the blade. So you only got to use the tip that was just enough to go through a door, so you couldn't stick it through and...
You can't stick it and cut someone on the other side.
Yeah.
So basically, it's giving you about 4 inches of play. And yeah, you just ram it straight through there.
Just cut. Is it down the hinges or down the locks?
Down the middle.
Oh, really? Just split
a lot of it is all about element of surprise. As much as you can do in a van of like 30 people. And yeah, chainsaw starting up. But yeah, or we used to use other things like pressure pads that you just wedge in the side and pump it up. And it just basically pushes the frame out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd have more faith in you busting the frame out than you would those fucking locks on some of these doors.
Yeah, it's the reinforced ones with the metal doors behind the door, and yeah, certain people go up their own security.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, they do like a delivery package system. I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how interesting.
Allegedly.
So what happens when you break down a door like that, and for some reason, let's say for instance, matey on the other side's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, oh, fuck it. There's nothing to show. Have you got to pay for that?
Yep.
And if they, on the other side, they have a lot of a substance on the table or in their possession, you don't pay for that.
Right. When it comes to things like that,
basically,
if you're going on a warrant, you can only basically look for what you've asked the warrant for.
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise, it's called what's known as a fishing trip. So if you're saying to the magistrate, "I need to go and see him because he's got da 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 da," or "We believe he's done da da da," is the potential evidence. They sign it off, and you can only go and look for white powder, or you can only go and look for basically Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act.
But if you're you're out there looking for, say, white powder at the time, and you come across a gun,
what I'm trying to go, the fishing trip is you can only look for places within that property that you can hide that.
Oh, so I see.
If you say someone's beating someone up with a Kenneth, you can only go for places in the house that you could hide that.
Oh, I see.
But so that's literally be
pretty much anywhere, really.
Broad.
It's very broad.
It's not going to be in the sugar pot, is it?
How big's the sugar pot?
Oh, well, is it?
It's like you can't... All right, so if we're looking for, I don't know, what could we do? Looking for a full-size shotgun.
Yeah.
You can't start pulling kitchen drawers out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's not going to be in there, is it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Kenneth ain't going to fit in a sugar pot.
Oh, right, yeah, no.
That's what I mean. Like, so,
you should see my sugar pot, baby. Take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo.
I don't think I really agree with that. If you're going there to look for something... It could be fucking anywhere. People are so ingenious.
Seen some cracking
what's
ones.
the cleverest shit you've seen? I'm interested. You got me going.
Okay.
Catch me right off guard. No prep.
Fake sockets in the walls.
Oh yeah.
There used to be a spate in a magazine in a certain paper. You used to get with like all these safe hidey holes, and yeah, you could. They were selling them. It's legitimate to buy, legitimate to use.
Yeah,
because what you store in it.
You put your money in it. Or...
so we've had them. We've had bits cut out of certain things, like tables, chunks underneath of the tables cut out.
Like routed out.
Routed out, and they've got like a false plate over it. We've had... they put stuff inside milk for their baby. Powder.
Really? Because they think, they won't go in there.
Well, they won't go in there. They won't rummage around, but you just tip it to the side. Oh, what's this?
Fuck me.
You can't route any of the new furniture though, can you?
No,
It's all fucking
It's all
paper
MDF,
thin.
yeah.
It's all fucking, it's all MDF and fucking what they got, honeycomb cardboard
Yeah.
inside, isn't it? Yeah. Fucking hell. So going back to riot police.
Yeah.
What sort of obviously not riots, as we well know. You can't call them riots.
Can't call it riots,
What
sorry.
sort of a phrase and disturbances of the peace have you attended as a riot policeman, but not attending a riot?
As a PSU.
That's it. Police support unit or tactical support unit, as we know, used to be known as. What things? Gone to searches. You are trained to search at a high level, so we'd literally be on our hands. And you see them on the TV, hands and knees in the blue boiler suits.
Oh, fingertip search.
Oh yeah. Do that for days.
Really?
Yeah.
That must cost a fortune.
Yeah.
Paying all those officers just to, and you out of 10 times, how many times would you find what you're looking for?
It depends what you're looking for. You might be looking for blood splatter. You might be looking for cigarette butts, or you might be. It depends what they think. If they believe that the offender may be a smoker, you'll pick up all the fag butts in that area. So just hope it's not near a fag bin,
Yeah.
because they're leaving traces of DNA and stuff like that. And there's been an arson. Guard the scenes. You go to. Yeah, we stripped. There was one particular incident of a kidnap that we dealt with, and we had to basically evidence everything, strip it out, and look for lots of different things.
Kidnap.
Yeah,
You don't sort of realise how much, like being rude, your average policeman sees. Anything from like
you just assume.
number plate problems that Marlon so loves, to like kidnaps and shit. That's fucking nuts.
I've arrested a murderer.
Really? How big was that cake fine?
Didn't really have the cake fines for good stuff back then.
Oh, really?
It was just for like bad,
just
silly
for fuck-ups.
misdemeanors and
Oh, I see.
But yeah, that was I've arrested a murderer. That was interesting. Looking him straight in the eye and going,
Got
"I'm
you,
arresting
bitch.
you for murder, mate."
Was it like a long search, or was it
Oh no, the body was still there.
oh shit. Oh, so it was
Yeah.
like knock on the door. Ah, right, you're nicked.
Yeah, come with us.
Did you follow the case? Obviously, you probably did with something that large.
No, pretty much. I did the arrest, took him back to the local police station. He was booked into custody. The only thing I did have to do is suicide watch,
Oh, right.
because they were mentally unstable. Dealt with that. Sit and watch them.
What's it like to nick a murderer?
A lot of police officers will never ever nick a murderer in their whole 25, 30 year career.
Because it's not
It's not
an
an everyday
that
thing.
common, is it? If you think about where we are.
Um,
Well, like in our
You
local
say-
town, there's
you
been like
say,
two in the last 10 years.
Yeah, but you'll be surprised what actually goes on around you.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think most
Stuff that you don't find out about, you don't know about, you don't get wind of it. You just don't.
I suppose if people manage to keep things under wraps and they don't tell anyone, and the police and the press don't pick it up,
We know nothing.
we know nothing.
Yeah, the press is.
I mean, it's all local
are
papers
good,
around here anyway.
and
innit?
they are bad. The press, because they manipulate it to make a story.
Yeah,
and
Of
not
course,
make a
yeah.
of
story.
course they do.
They
They
are
got they
shit.
sell papers like all media, like we do.
And the majority is made up.
I mean, look at our clickbait for all our fucking episodes. That's
But
it.
it's not
There's
clickbait,
the title:
it's got the thing in
"Arresting
it.
a Murderer." Job done.
But yeah, it's, some people never do it in their whole career, so it was a big thing. Mainly because they didn't want to fluff up the fucking words.
Yeah, I bet.
Because it's under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, you have to follow the certain words. If you don't, they're not actually under arrest.
Do you get a second go at it?
No.
So do you have another? Can you have another policeman come in and say it?
Yeah, another policeman can come in and say it.
But you can't say it twice.
Nope.
So you fucked it then. You've
Yep.
not arrested that person, and you'll be.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which lays line in court. Anything you say may be given evidence. Do you
Fast.
understand?
Oh, do you
What
understand?
do you mean?
You
Boy.
don't, you don't, the do you understand bit was just to make sure that people actually are registering what you're doing. You're
right.
taking their liberty away.
Fuck you. Get in the back of the car.
Fuck your life!
How
Bing
do
bang!
people? What's the sort of range of emotions you've seen when people get arrested? Is it most of the time shock?
No. Some people want to fight you. Some people cry. Some people just nothing. Just an everyday occurrence. It's like, yeah, whatever.
All right, I'll be out.
Which station are we going to? Can I have a hot chocolate? Can I have a all-day breakfast?
They know the score.
It's like, whoa, I haven't got there yet.
Try, this isn't a fucking the old Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Breakfast is not included with your stay. Well, it probably is actually, isn't it?
Unfortunately, yeah. You got.
I suppose you have got to feed. You got to feed and feed.
They're in your custody for 24 hours legally, unless you get extensions.
What do you? I know you get extensions for terrorism, but
Terrorism is a very different.
it's a totally different kettle of fish, isn't it?
Yeah. The grounds to arrest.
I think it's
very
72 now on terrorist charges or something.
past.
They should
Not
be shot.
100%.
I think so. I remember reading something when the law passed. But so, what do you get an extension for?
Basically, if you wish to gather more evidence, you believe that once they're released,
They will go and destroy evidence.
potentially destroy evidence or potentially
disappear.
interfere or disappear, evading. Yeah,
Do you have to make quite a strong case for them? Like, I think they're going to destroy evidence. I think there is more to be found here.
it depends what sort of crime it is. But yeah,
It's obviously got to be serious crime, I assume.
not necessarily. Sometimes if it depends on the time of day. Sometimes when they're arrested. So if they're arrested, say at 1 a.m, you're not going to go around knocking on doors,
At
making
1
out
o'clock.
statements.
Yeah.
So you need more time. But yeah, it's initially just your 24 hours. Otherwise, it's inspector's authority, and then it's chief superintendent, I think, to keep them a bit longer.
So going on from that, why'd you leave? I know you've kind of covered it a little bit.
Karen's ringing up, telling us, my kid's not listening to me. Can you come and put them to bed?
Are you serious?
I am 100% serious.
Or like, can you come and parent?
They won't do their homework.
Can you come and parent for
They
me
won't eat
because
their tea.
I am incapable of doing so?
Yes.
Because I've let this child run amok for the last 10 years, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a real pain in the ass.
What is this world going to come to?
Can you come and scare them straight?
You're a social worker. You're doing their parenting.
I've heard
for
this
them,
before.
and it's
You're a
just
social worker.
You're everything. You are a Swiss Army knife. And it's just like, come on. Where's
I'm going to be out here catching bad guys.
Yeah,
and
like
fucking
real,
just doing real stuff.
putting
not-
heads into bonnets.
Yeah.
I would make a terrible police officer.
Just people just ringing up over, oh, my kid's being bullied at school. I'm not taking it away. I'm sure it's very bad for
But
them at the time. But it's like,
there
that's
are
a
certain-
school issue.
Yeah.
That's not a police issue. Unless they're injured or...
knife,
Not,
etc.
yeah, it's just stuff like that.
yeah.
But it's just... Oh, he sent me a text message. He's unfriended me on Facebook. Fuck off.
When you were in, was Facebook?
Facebook was a thing and it was growing.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
what I
was
gonna
he
ask.
said, she said, and you'd go and deal with the crime and then you'd get all this paperwork come through of, oh, he said this on Facebook and he said that. So what? It's inadmissible.
Oh, it is everything that's.
No, it's not everything. If it's
threat-
if it's
threat-
direct,
if it's
it's like
threats to
threats to
kill-
kill and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah, that's taken very... Obviously, it's all taken seriously, but you just got to whittle out all the crap.
Someone calling someone else a cunt is not harassment
No.
or whatever. We're drilling
And-
down into it now.
Anything is, if you deem it to be harassment, yeah, it is.
Really?
But it's got to be
Reg
like
is harassing
two,
me.
I'll harass you in a minute.
Well, there's got to be like 2 cases of it, and then it's like, because initially we just go around and give you a verbal warning. It's like, stop touching them up, stop it,
Stop being a dick.
Yeah.
basically.
Were you around in the sort of smartphone era where everyone had a fucking camera phone pointed at you whenever you were doing something?
They were coming in thick and fast, and yeah, that's...
I bet that you see it now, whenever anything happens with the police, every cunt's got his camera out, and you've got to think, if I do one fucking thing wrong here, I could be...
It's career ending.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It could be
it's-
something as bad as like a slap on the wrist, like, fuck me, I saw you went a bit hard on him when you took him down to the ground. It could be like, we're going to have
But
to
again,
charge
this
you.
is where it comes back to the third person's point of view.
They're not doing it. They're not the
it's-
ones fucking
no.
tackling that crackhead who's like trying to fucking...
Or he just threatened that he's going to stab you up.
Yeah,
He's got a needle in his pocket.
And you've put him down a bit hard on the fucking pavement. Everyone else is looking at you like, oh, look at him throwing that bloke to the ground. I know him. He's had a hard life, he has.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be so mean.
He's my mate.
Yeah.
It's
Now he's very good
bullshit.
friends with my shoe. Fuck him.
Yeah, no, I was lucky I didn't have any of that.
Oh,
But
it
we
was-
did,
So
we did
you
have-
left 10 years ago?
A bit longer, but yeah, it was enough. Enough was enough. But yeah, Karens was certainly a thing back then. And
Yeah.
and again, fighting the CPS to do your job and other stuff, like personal stuff outside of work. I said to you boys at the start of this, like, you always used to have a start time. So you have earlies, lates, and nights, and lates, and things like that. So you always had your start time. This is when you must be on duty. Sound, not a problem. But you got a girlfriend, you got family, you got
You've got
husbands
life
and wives
outside of the
it,
uniform.
yeah, and it's trying to explain to them that it's a lifestyle. It's not just
It's not a 9 to 5.
9 to 5. You know, I'm out at night. You're tucked up in bed.
Just because my shift ends at 4 a.m. doesn't mean there's not going to be a serious RTC at 3:30, and I'm going to be fucking laid up there till
Yeah, 3:59. You're literally taking your radio off or whatever, or you're signing off, and they're like, just before you go, couldn't send you here, could you? Oh, yeah, all right. Then.
and then you're tied
And
up
then,
there
as
for the
you
next
said-
fucking 5 hours, taking matey to hospital.
When you're out and about, you still have to uphold
Yeah,
a certain persona.
I say persona. Yeah, to a point. Obviously, can't go around breaking the law.
You got a duty, almost, I suppose.
Yeah, but you've got a duty to your public, and if you're found to be in an area where something goes off,
And you're sat there with a pint in your hand and a
You're sat
fag
there.
going, look at it, cunt.
yeah, all right, Damien. Yeah, see you at work tomorrow. It's like stuff like that. It's like when you could have actually helped out or done your job, you get penalised, and it's constantly on that double-edged sword. So
You can't go out and enjoy yourself, then maybe,
or if you do, you're fucking hundreds of miles away when nobody knows you.
yeah.
But yeah, it is a lifestyle.
What was, so for instance, like I said about my sister-in-law 100 times, obviously she's dealt with a lot of officers and whatnot, but having left the force, would you have any different advice or just advice having served for her?
Just be yourself. I find I've seen the police and the law from another side now, from what I've done later on in life. Partly my fault, partly someone else's. But it's like I haven't got dislike for the police. I have respect for what they do. It's just there's the odd 5%
Which are,
fucking idiots.
yeah.
And
I think there's that in every industry.
yeah, no, totally. But this is where you're dealing with people's lives.
That's
And
the difference.
This is a
I'm not
serious-
saying I was asking for special treatment or anything like that, but it's just a bit of respect and trying to do stuff that I knew you couldn't do just because you want to tick in your little fucking box
Yeah.
and get your arrest and get your charge and stuff like that. It's a bit like, come on.
Making numbers instead of looking after people.
Yeah. I always like to think that I treated people how I want to be spoken to and treated. So it's like you'd be down the cell block and having a fag and there's like, oh, mister, have you got a spare fag? You'd be like, yeah, I used to fuck off, get a pack of 10. There you go. Sort yourself out.
Yeah.
But then that helped me. There was
Yeah, because
some
you're-
interviews,
yeah,
they wouldn't clam up and wouldn't say, no comment. They would
Right.
actually go, all right, fair one, mate. Yeah, you fucking bought me a packet of fags. Let's just get this over and done
Tit for
with.
tat.
Yeah, just work with people. You still got the fucking ones that you bought a packet of fags or a sandwich and they're just like, yeah, fuck you.
Well, you remember
Yeah.
that for next time, don't you?
Yeah,
Because
well, yeah.
they'll be
Yeah.
in a
They will
month's
be here
time.
next time. They'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get me a packet of fags? Get fucked.
Yeah, room 3. Yeah, right, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck your life! Bing bang!
Room free, right?
All right. So shall we move on to the copious amounts of guest questions, which I've managed to narrow down?
Yeah, a lot of you sent in. We have. I said to Prince Andrew here that we had an obscene amount of Hot Fuzz quotes.
Obscene.
We could have literally sat here. Me and Marlon could have acted out the entire film to you. So, as funny as the first one was, the 30th one I didn't find quite as hilarious.
I was
But
still chuckling.
You're all funny in your individual way, and funny looking, that's for sure. But
Ugly.
love the listeners. Right, Marlon,
So-
start us off.
The most obvious one.
Go on then.
Ever used the handcuffs in the bedroom?
Yes.
Hey! I thought you were going to no comment. Champion. I was eyeing up a set of ex-police ones the other day. Would you go for? Would you go ex-police ones?
I'll show you later.
Roger.
Right, okay. So In The Doghouse porno coming along soon.
All right, next question I've got is, I know I don't have to answer it if you don't want to, like everything. Worst thing you've ever witnessed? Probably what you spoke about earlier, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably, it's got to be out there.
Well, if it was kind of the root of your PTSD, I'd be worried if there was other things that you were like, oh, I saw this, but that didn't affect me in the slightest.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. I think partly that, and I'm a father now, so I've got a kid, and when you go and deal with nonces, paedophiles,
Yeah, how the fuck do you deal with people like that?
keep your hands in your pockets.
You have to have a level of restraint.
Yes, but when they've you've got to go through their computer, and you've got to go through. It's got to be documented. One, we went up to this guy's roof, and he had a black bin bag full of fucking VHS tapes, and you got to sit there and you got to watch it, and you got to fucking note down. The reason being because it adds on to the charges later on.
You got to get as much as you can.
Yeah, potentially. So yeah, you watch some fucking shit.
Does that stay with you?
I think you just deject from reality because it's on a video, so you think it's a bit like a film. It's not.
Yeah, I see if you have that attitude to it. It's just nonsense.
Next one.
Fastest speed you've ever driven?
Myself or being a passenger?
Either or.
Oh, okay.
Let's go both.
All I'll say is we managed to get from Bath back to Foxtrot Romeo in 10 minutes. So that's 15 miles basically in 10 minutes.
You do the math.
You do the math.
Thanks for Zach Wills for that one.
Next one's coming from. Oh, sorry, I'm not shouting out the people that asked them. KLJ Services asks, "Is pissing in a policeman's hat still a thing?" I expect you get asked it 100 times as a police officer.
Yes,
it is.
But they've got to be pregnant. It's a pregnant female.
Yeah,
obviously you can only urinate in a public place.
Have you ever heard of it happening?
No.
No, I didn't think. No self-respecting pregnant woman is going to see a policeman, a person of authority, and be like, "Here, you.
Can I piss in your hat, Shag?
Come here."
Yeah.
Not a chance. No, I didn't think so.
Have you ever caught anyone doing the dirty in their car? That's from John Dem 18.
Yes.
How many times? More times you want to think about?
Yeah, the best one was when he said, "Look, come on, guys, go back indoors." Basically, I can't go back. My husband's at home. Oh, I can't go back. My wife's at home. All right, okay. Well, just move along.
Was it in like a secluded place or
no?
If people
it was secluded-ish, but like leaving the headlamps on is a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah.
Well, and also you're gonna run the bloody battery flat, Shag. They'll be bringing.
Oh, no, the engine's running.
Oh, for the heat.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking. Do you generally leave people alone if they're in a secluded area?
No.
Oh, really?
No, you can't.
Why is that then?
It's gross in public indecency.
Yeah.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here as a man who likes to fuck in the car.
Have you ever been caught?
No, I've never been caught. No, I expect most people.
I have.
But like, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you said about it. Did you say about it?
Was that
No, I didn't think
Blue
I-
Peugeot at the time?
No.
306? No? Okay.
Thought I saw that fucking wire brush hair.
I didn't have a blue Peugeot, but it went black shortly after. No, this was when I first started driving.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
In the 1.0, Saxo, whatever you had?
Saxo. That's all you're hearing on the fucking podcast.
Shag, I left Orchardley Manor. You know the one?
Yeah.
Orchardley Estate. I left there on a off a very, very, very upmarket New Year's Eve. Do helicopters a fucking lot because that's the lifestyle I lead. Boo, I am aristocracy. No, I'm joking. I got invited. I was a piece of shit. On the way back, she had the flavour about her. Pulled over in a farmer's gateway and let her have it in the front seat and all mine. In the front seat, yeah. Even a missionary in a front seat. Yeah, that's
In a front seat, mind.
drive. It's like two.
You're like six.
Yeah, me and Doll, it's like two stick insects going at it. You know, we're a fucking ounce of fat between us.
Did she try and eat you afterwards?
I don't know, but 4 + 4 equals my girl because she ate my ass.
God damn.
Yeah, but I'm of the opinion, like, if you're out the fucking way, you're doing no harm. But I suppose if you see it, you've got a duty to
deal with it.
Yeah, put your balls away, Reg.
no, all right, yeah. Good job. I wasn't fucking when you were about. Top shagger. Right, next one.
No luck catching them swans then?
Any luck catching the swans? About fucking
Did you
40 people.
Was that out when you were serving?
No.
Oh, thank God. I bet you, yeah.
But I mean, like, never really had swans. We had cattle to put back in fields.
Yeah, I'd imagine. That's
sheep
like,
and horses. Is like, go on.
I expect you became quite the stockman.
Yeah.
After
Around that way.
After finishing up 10 years in, like, you're like, no, whoa, gotta go steady. Don't walk behind the horse, for fuck's sake.
You'll soon find out.
He got shoes on, that hurt. All right, so next one is from Gilo. He's got quite a few here. Are PCSOs policing on the cheap?
I think they've got a role.
Do you think?
I think they're being used
That's what I was gonna
for
say.
the visualization of police officers. When
a presence.
They're not.
yeah, it's a presence.
Yeah,
When
they're not.
they have their role in the form of they're bloody good at talking to the public and getting information and intelligence.
That's what I was thinking. Like when we used to cut about like little cunts, didn't we? In our cars, being assholes. You knew all of us. And I expect you were one back in the day. But I say too much. But you know, we'd always have the PCSOs roll in, didn't we?
Yeah,
when we were doing
always,
burnouts
and
and fucking around, and music was too loud and that. And it was basically like, turn the fucking music down, you little cunts. All right, you know, we can't do anything. We know we can't do anything. Yeah. But we will ring the people that can do something, and they'll be down here, and they're going to come down here and fuck y'all in the ass.
But they're probably taking the regs at the same time.
That's it, yeah. They're taking all the registration numbers.
Who they spoke to, who drives what car.
Exactly.
The thing is,
so
like,
when the big
so
boys roll in, they're going to go, oi, cunt, over here, all section 59s, now fuck off.
We were so rural, we knew all of them by name.
We knew all our policemen's and
PCSOs, policeman officers.
Policeman officers. What was it like being a policeman officer?
I think we had
a decent, I wouldn't say a working relationship. They knew we were
I had a working relationship.
Oh yeah, I know you
I
did.
got let off a lot of shit.
No names, Marlon.
Nope.
But yeah, we had a decent working relationship
Allegedly.
with the police, didn't we? They knew we were assholes, we knew we were assholes, and it was just more...
It was just a mutual respect.
It was more a case of just fucking tone it down, you little cunts. Like, I don't want to move you on, but I will if I have to, all right? Which is... I've always maintained that the Avon and Somerset Constabulary are the most understanding force and not let things go, but they're just
they
so
know when
down
idiots
to
are being idiots.
fucking earth.
I don't think they'll let you go. It's more the fact that, for example, like Wiltshire, they fucking love traffic.
Right.
They said that with the widest eyes for everyone listening.
They literally... They come in their pants every day. They're out, pull. Where it's like, we'll see something go on, and it's just like, yeah, don't do it again.
The amount of times I've gone past the policeman in a 30 doing a speed of which is over the 30, I'll say. Very in excess of 30 for the sake of this argument, allegedly. And you drive past and be like, oh, they don't turn around. They just drive past it. Oh, fucking hell. We'll get them at some point.
I think
I think it'll be what you're driving as well.
I'm not driving
stop speed, really.
I mean, it's like when you get your blue light ticket, you're legally only allowed to drive 10 mile an hour over the actual what area you're driving through.
Really?
Even with the blue lights and sirens on.
In pursuit?
Not necessarily if you're getting to A to B. Say, for example, this rural area, as you say, like, I had it before, there's only 2 officers on in the whole of the F district.
How on earth are you meant to...
Well, you can.
You can't.
Can you?
You can't.
Go to the one with the highest priority.
Yeah. That's all you're doing. You're just chasing your ass all fucking night long. Just going bang, 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 bang. 1 minute I'll be in Shepton, then I'm down in Wells, and then I'm up in Glastonbury, and then I'm Frome, and then I'm dun all night long.
Like a fucking pinball.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Next one from Gilo. How do they feel police are... Jolo asks, how do you feel the police are suffering due to understaffing and underfunding?
Massively.
Well, I think as you've just
All we
said
hear is
there,
cuts,
two
cuts,
people
cuts, cuts.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of scenario, they do look at statistically. They're always monitoring when do we have the calls and at what time and what sort of incidents they are and blah, 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 blah. But there's been many a time, like, it shouldn't have been just like one person.
You can't predict the future. Also.
No, you can't. And it's skinnier teeth. You're literally just hoping that nothing major comes in. But if it did, then they'll always have that backup. But you just know they're going to be a long time getting there.
Right. So they will call people out of bed.
No, not necessarily out of bed. They'll call them from other stations. They'll call from Bristol. They'll start rolling or Taunton and stuff like that.
Right.
So, excuse me. I when I last got pulled over for a quite a serious traffic offence, I will admit, but I got off with it by being a sneaky little bastard. It was a Yeovil traffic cop that pulled me over because no.
He got lost?
No, it was Yeovil. They were like very high up, and they obviously pulled them into this district just to do traffic because back in the day, street, we was driving in the Renault 5s, and no, we weren't. But yeah, I was driving a Civic at very, very high speeds, and yes, I shan't say I've probably said it before on a podcast, but I was looking at losing my whole license. It was with Rendell. Remember that one? Yeah. I was looking at losing my license, and he basically said, "Look, if you can't prove that you're insured on this car, I'm going to give you 15, 16 points, something like that. If you can, I'll let you off with a 59. Fucking got let off with a 59, didn't I? What a champion. Man, his word, though.
Shame it wasn't a 69.
And the thing was, not from that Gert Beefer, Jesus Christ. Oh, I'll lick that hairy balloon knot. No, and that was like, although I was gutted that I'd been pulled over and I was looking at like losing my license, I had a lot of time for the bloke because he was a man of his word, and he said, well, if you produce these documents, then I'll let you off for fuck all. And he did. And I'll be honest, that scared the fucking shit out of me. And
but you learned a lesson from it, didn't you?
I never did it again. No. That was my first time driving like an absolute penis, like giving it full send. And that, like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the cars and that, but that was the last time I was so flamboyant and obvious about doing so. So yeah, I really did learn a lesson. I think that taught me a lot more than him taking away my license during... Like,
exactly. If he took away your license, what do you do?
Fucking
you
police,
resent him.
fucking piece of shit. Fuck the police. Yeah, drive like a cunt. Fuck you. All this, that, and the other. And now I have like the utmost respect for blokes like that. If I were to get pulled over today, I'd be like, well, I fucking deserve it. I believe led a charmed life up until now. And obviously I wouldn't have learned my lesson if I'd have been pulled. If I get pulled over now driving like a cunt. So yeah, I think that really sort of made an impression on me, to put it that way. And I thought, well, not all cops are bastards,
Yeah.
Literally same situation, obviously not traffic wise, but when I allegedly got arrested, the bloke talked to me like a normal human being, went back and forth, ended up with a caution.
That's what I mean. I know we hear a lot of stories.
I knew I fucked up.
Yeah. I know,
and it was my fault.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
I find that's the thing I've always had to say about Avon and Somerset is that they're just really down to earth and really understanding. I'm not saying if they can help you out, they will help you out, but
they're not deliberately out there to be assholes.
This is it. They're not. I always get this impression they're not out there to fucking get you.
There's a grey area with Avon and Somerset, so it's like the same with other counties. It's very black and white. That is the
That's
law,
what I mean.
Yeah,
it's like, if I can do something to be a little bit more lenient, but you'll still learn a fucking lesson from this, and you'll carry that for the rest of your life. Then I think that's going to do you better in the long term than me just going, right, you lose your license while you're 18 or whatever for 2 years for driving like a fucking penis. Your insurance is going to be through the roof, and you can spend the whole rest of your life resenting the police. Yeah, I think that's like... I
definitely learned not to be a cunt.
As did I. I mean, I'm still a cunt in general, but at least I'm not on the fucking roads. Well, I am a Range Rover cunt, or I don't let people out.
You can't do more than 50, so you're all right.
Oh, I'm not in the black one. I'm a totally different person in that. Get out of the fucking way. Move, you cunt. I'm not letting you out.
Like big dick swinging.
Bing bong, middle finger out the window. Fuck off. In the P38, like, my lady, after you.
So, next one. Ever use your blue lights to get out of traffic?
No.
Because
there's a black box in the back.
Oh, records everything.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put your lights on for no
no reason. They're like, well, why
Why'd
do you do that then?
Yeah.
Because in your pocket notebook, you got to write down when you illuminate them. Yeah, it's all recorded.
So there's no getting away with fuck all anymore.
No. I even like speeding tickets. Like, as you're in a pursuit, say, and you go past a speed camera, if you don't tell them there and then on the comms that you've gone through it, it lands on your desk.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Even though,
even though you can clearly see on the camera that you're on a blue light run.
They're like, right, a speed awareness course for you there, Mikhail Gorbachev.
that's fucking ridiculous.
It's a separate. You get your A to B, so you get your normal driving license. Then you get your A to B driving, so you can only drive A to B to job, and then you get your blue light training, which is an epic 4-week course. But yeah,
I bet that is like one of the courses I want to go on.
it teaches you how to drive properly. Gears for go, brakes for slow. It's just go, go, go. Good times.
I'd love to see it.
I want to take you out on track.
That'd be a release, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's good. But then again, like the licenses, they can take that part away from you if you've done something bad or you've had a
Like rolling a Nissan Patrol.
something like that. Take it away for a few weeks. So you're back back to A to B, or you're on the bike.
Here's a course you can.
Just want to say thanks, Spunkle, for all your questions. Yeah.
You're not going to read them out.
No.
Spunkle has a bit of an issue with the police at the moment.
Okay. I can't comment.
No, I'm not. I'm nothing. He's he makes his own bed, shall we say? Spunkle, I know you're going to be listening to this on a Friday afternoon.
I love you.
You do it to yourself. We'll tell you off comms.
Off comms, mind.
I'm turning to kudos, ain't I? Fuck's sake, spent too much time around him. Roger. What is the funniest thing you've seen on shift? That comes from James Owen with a Z.
People are weird. They are weird. Humans are weird. And some of the stuff we get to see is just, wow. Well,
Yeah, really?
yeah, I remember a particular one, I had to go and search this house for a guy who'd been arrested. And all completely legitimate search, but as I was searching for this particular item, you think Kenneth is big. We're talking probably 3 times as long.
What?
Oh, yeah.
And you're like,
And then in one of the bedrooms, it's all set up, cameras up.
Oh, sex swing and all.
Oh, the works.
all like.
Full, like, swingers.
What were you? Do you remember what you're searching for?
A baseball bat, funnily enough.
You're like, we found it. That is not the only offensive weapon in this house.
That's certainly offensive.
Where is she going to put that?
I don't know. She was a small girl as well.
Oh, like a young bird.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That probably relates to our next question,
Go on then.
which you may well. I won't say that.
No, come on.
I'm not going to say it. I'm just not going to say what I thought I was going to say.
Alright.
It comes to us from Sammy Rose. Do you want to play cops and robbers or no?
No. Sorry.
Family man now. Next one comes from Hardy Josh, our full sender. Favourite and least favourite type of call out?
I did like a ruck.
What, a scrap?
Nice scrap.
Outside the nightclub, like, or just anywhere?
Anywhere, really.
Is it better when drinks involved or not? Because you know you're gonna
You're not necessarily going to win,
well,
mate.
you've got more of a chance when they've had a fucking 10 jars in them. Like,
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I was like a good ruck.
you get the chance to have a scrap with someone, and you know you're doing it within the bounds of the law.
Yeah, go for that. That's probably
Yeah.
the favourite one.
Least favourite?
Least favourite. It's the old Karens, isn't it? The old neck curtain twitchers.
Oh, fucking Dave.
Oh, he's put his bins out a day early.
Yeah.
What?
It's
You
playing his
serious?
music too loud.
Yeah, we've had bins out too early, or the number 37 bus isn't running anymore. You should go onto the website and see what people ring 999 for. There's a pigeon on my balcony.
Do you possess an air rifle?
They're just completely clueless. Just like, oh, they missed out my number 32 in my Chinese. It's like, what? You rang 999 for that.
I often think
Just
like,
ring them
There
up.
needs to be like wasting police time.
There is, yeah, you can get done, but I think
There is, but it's a long.
it's quite
24 man hours within 4 hours or something before you can actually get convicted of it.
shit. I often think like there's two types of people in this world. There are those people that could be dying in a ditch with their leg hanging off and
Just put a plaster on it.
just be like, won't ring 999. Maybe some people that stub their toe, or like you say, Shag put his bins out on the wrong day, and they ring 999. It doesn't seem to be anything in between.
There's no common sense anymore.
No.
There's just, they see you as that emergency service. You're going to solve everything. Come with Harry Potter's wand and bing. No, it doesn't work like that.
All right, next one, Marlon.
Highlight of your career. That's from Arcan Davey.
I think just getting the uniform on is a highlight for me. And I like to think that in my time, I did some good in that time.
That makes everyone out there as a police officer proud to be a police officer. Is that seriously it? Like, that's seriously like
Yeah, no, there's just...
You look proper, like your uniform.
the sense of belonging, the sense of like you're going to do something good,
you
and
do something good. It's pride, and it's
bitch, we made it.
yeah, you're a team, and it's. I mean, I feel sorry for the guys that are still in, because I know what they're battling,
Yeah,
like the
that's it,
Karens
like,
and the paperwork and the.
You think you've been out
Tick
10 years, and it's
like,
well, I've only
10 years
gotten-
on now. Everything is.
And I still know people are in, and hats off to them. They're keeping going
Yeah.
because I couldn't do it.
It, from what I've seen, what I've heard, what I've looked into, it's a shit fight.
So you're doing your job with your hands tied behind your back.
Yeah.
Next question comes from I don't know how to pronounce this. Jack Sigourney. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Jack Sigourney. Stupidest crime you've ever seen.
They're all quite stupid, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, if they're stupid enough to get fucking nicked, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, it's not really a stupid crime. They're all silly to get arrested. They're all silly.
Has anyone ever committed a crime in front of you without then?
Oh, yeah.
What, no, but I mean, like, without them knowing you're there.
There's some people that know that we're there and still carry on. So it's like, hello, what more of a giveaway do you want?
Fresh and cream,
Do
black
you
and
want a
white
blue fashion
hatchings.
beacon on the hat or no?
Has been known that we had issued blue lights on our torches. It's like, just like, but yeah, humans are weird.
They are definitely.
Like I say, you get to see the best and the worst of
Yeah,
humans.
out of humanity. So you see people at their absolute lowest, sometimes of what they've done, or they're the victim of it, and it's just trying to pick them back up and get going.
Take the last one, Marlon.
So this is from Toucan Van Damme.
All right.
Favorite ice cream.
Ooh, that's a curveball.
Is he gonna say it? Is he gonna say it?
I'm trying to think of a relation to the police, and I can't think of one off the top of my head. Come on, let me have it.
No, what's your favorite ice cream?
I know what Keith was getting at, but
Yeah.
but
Okay, probably vanilla.
Like the
Boring.
cart door.
oh, fuck me, I don't say a lot for your wife, does it? Shag, bit
you like,
bit Neapolitan in
bing
the bedroom.
No, vanilla's my favorite as well.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it got to be cart door.
But
But then you put the blue bubblegum sauce on it.
Fucking what? Hang on a minute, Marlon. Fuck me. You want to do missionary with the lights on, but you also want to be wearing a gimp mask. That's what you're telling me.
I mean, take me out to dinner, baby.
Anyone that likes vanilla ice cream, I feel for their wife because that is missionary with the lights
No,
on.
because
All the fuck.
you're used to like. Are you Tesco's vanilla?
Oh no, Shag. I am. I don't think I've ever eaten like vanilla ice cream in my life.
Mate, right.
No, because I'm not interested. Drive. I'm either a fucking
Proper vanilla pods.
Yeah,
well,
gotta be
they-
thick and
now,
creamy.
Yeah.
now we're talking.
Cart door, vanilla.
Well, I was,
It's not like
do you
basic
think?
bitch like Tesco's fucking 5
Mr.
litre tub.
Whippy.
No,
Like
I
frozen
thought
milk.
we were about a 2 litre tub of Tesco's own.
No.
I like
We ain't posh back
you
round
had me
here.
at vanilla pods, boo.
Oh, mate.
I'm talking like fucking Ben and Jerry's. They're so fucking good with the fucking caramel core and all the shit
Look,
in there. Like,
I've already put on like 10k. I don't need to put on any more.
boo, look at me. I can eat that. You sit down and eat a tub
Yeah,
of
I
that shit.
can.
I mean, I'll be shitting
That's
the
why I
next
like
day.
vanilla.
Fucking sweating all through the night, but oh damn it. I'm on the mint one at the moment, the Ben and Jerry's mint. Oh, mama, please.
I mean, the cookie dough's alright.
Oh, not a cookie dough man. They ordered a fucking fish one. That's wank.
No, yeah, Chief likes a fish.
No,
one.
I like the chocolate fudge brownie one. That is legit. Yeah, fucking hell. This is proper podcast talk. This is, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Ice cream of the week.
Ice cream of the week, boys. Shag. Well, actually, Shag, I got myself a screwball
Oh yes.
with the nastiest flavoured gum at the bottom, wasn't it? Oh, it's horrendous.
Yeah, but that fucking like neon blue sauce.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, got a fucking tub of that and all.
I think that's a fucking perfect place to square off, isn't it?
Yeah. Check the website out. Merch is incoming. Bar crawl date is live.
Well, Boris Yeltsin, thank you so much for joining. I've just gone with communist leaders' names now. Castro. Thanks so much for coming on, man. It's
Big Dave,
thanks for
really
having me.
appreciate
been
it.
very enlightening. It's nice to see to speak to someone from the other side of the thin blue line. Look at me knowing all the fucking terms. Oh, look at me. Look at you. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say. I was fucking around with my sister-in-law's kit the other day. I nearly pressed a button on the side of her radio.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Do you know what happens when you press that button? I was
Is it like
what? I was
panic button?
Yeah.
Yes. The whole world will descend on you.
I was like, what does this do?
It comes up with a GPS position. It will tell everyone. It's basically live chat. So whatever you're saying will be recorded.
It's like
to everybody in the force.
It's like
in
basically
the area.
you press it if you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't press that. I was like, why? It's red. And it looks like I thought it was like
and shiny.
Yeah, that's
don't press
red
it.
all over.
yeah. No.
Someone pressed that
Anything
before
shiny.
whilst on duty, and he was in the flow of on the job. Should we say?
What an
That was broadcast to the whole of the district.
Oh, shag.
And then all you got was, "This is Hotel 20. Ring me." Okay.
Oh,
So don't press the red button.
no. It's not like the big nuke button.
Right. Well, Joseph Goebbels, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, Pinocchio, it's been a real pleasure.
Pressure. It's
Pressure.
Pleasure.
One more quick question before you go. We always forget this. We do it like not even half of the time, do we? I've just remembered. Tell us something your mum doesn't know. Everyone
Do you know
forgets
what?
it as well.
I even planned this. I was thinking, what can I say? Because I know they're going to ask me that. They're going to ask me that.
Did you not get around to planning it?
I was thinking everything I was coming up with. I was like, I can't say that. Can't say that. Can't say. Maybe I could say that. Okay, right. Okay.
Right, okay.
Those phone calls you received was me and my current girlfriend at the time. Pocket dial. That's all I got to say.
We get draw your own conclusions from that one, listeners.
Yes.
Right, I think that is fucking it from us. Thanks everyone for listening. If you carry on liking, sharing, subscribing, push it around a bit. Come on, just fucking get the podcast out there.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, just get it out.
You like
get it out.
us, you love us.
Rate us on all platforms that we are on, please. It really fucking helps. Yeah, I think that's about it, really. Keep sliding in my DMs and, you know. Right, on that note, we're going to square off. Thanks everyone for listening. I've been Reg.
I've been Marlon.
DCI Mike Hastings.
Right, we'll catch you on the next one, everyone. Cheerio.
That's the sound of the